Welcome back to the Slanted Attic Experience. I'm your host, Tyler, and this is episode 65. William is in the building for the first time, and this convo is one of those episodes that just clicks from the very beginning. We kick things off with William's surfing journey and the craft of shaping surfboards, which is a world most people know nothing about, and it's genuinely fascinating. From there, we get into staying active as life gets busier, financial independence, rehabbing injuries as an adult, and navigating a career with intention. Then the books come out and things get interesting. Project Hail Mary, Aragon, and a Harry Potter ranking debate that nobody was ready for. We also get into the cost of childcare, coaching youth sports, digital versus physical media, and the Washington Commanders, NIL money at VMI, name brand tools, and the question everyone has an answer to. Which professional sport would you actually want to compete in? Catan closes things out, and yes, it absolutely belongs in this episode. William is a surfer, a shaper, a guitarist, a film editor, and a father of two, and the energy he brings to this conversation makes the whole thing feel effortless. This is a great one. Let's get right into it. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, money. All right, everybody. Welcome back to hopefully the 69th episode of the Slanted Attic Experience. I was joking with the guys on the last one about it, too. I'm like, we're so close to 69. Any of them could be at this point. But brand new guest. Very excited to welcome this week's guest, or this bi-weekly week's guest. I release them every other week at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Nice. Feel free to check us out wherever you are. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast material. But this week, a lot of time leading up to this. I was very excited to get this one on the books. Would love to welcome William to the podcast room, not even a virtual appointment, although he lives hours away, maybe 2 hours.
About 2 hours on a good day. We managed to swing it. Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked. It's going to be a lot of fun. Be hopefully a good conversation. Yeah, I'm William. I'm from Virginia Beach originally, although I have lived in Richmond for part of my life. But I'm back there now, and a father, a builder, lover of surf and good music, and just hanging out with good people mainly.
Yes. So I'm sure that's how our paths have crossed.
Oh yeah.
So we just got into it before hit the hot mic button here. I didn't know you shape surfboards.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I've been a surfer since I was probably like 8 or 9. I want to say. I've always been fascinated by the ocean, but growing up at the beach, my dad was a surfer, and I always wanted to get into it. And I got to be, I don't know, probably about 16 or 17, and a good friend of mine was shaping boards, and I was fascinated by it. Just the concept of creating your own tool, your own craft out there. And it took a while for me to actually get my dad convinced to build a shaping bay in our shed and, get all the knowledge and all the tools. But around 2014, so I was, I think, a junior in college, finally got everything set up, and I started making my own boards. Mostly for myself and my buddies,
Right.
I've sold a couple. It's not a big money maker, but that's not why you do it. At least not for me, I'm a backyard shaper.
100%.
As we call it.
I'm sure you learn something every time you do it a different way, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's like anything else. You just keep doing the same type of thing. You're going to get better at it, but you learn new little tricks. You watch a lot of, YouTube, just constantly.
Of course.
Watching all the real guys do it, and they've got all this, crazy knowledge and, weird things you can do with the foam that just make it turn a certain way or add speed. It's like there's a whole science behind it.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm not super well versed on it because it's a casual thing. It's mostly for fun.
Right.
I know it works for me and for the waves I surf, so I put that into my boards. But it's so much fun. It's just kind of like an expression of personality.
Yeah.
You can get a little creative with the paint, which is kind of always it's kind of cool to see a board out there that's got a really cool paint job, and you're like, wow, that guy must be pretty sick. And then
a lot of time and thought went into something like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think about this stuff just in my spare time.
Right. Absolutely.
Kind of shower thoughts type deal.
Yeah.
Just pops in. You're thinking about, I really want to be able to do this on the wave. And how do I translate that?
Right.
Because, there's a million, everyone can look at a surfboard and say, oh, they're probably all the same if you don't know. Because why would you? But there's so many varieties and intricacies to it. So it's fun to try and find those out and try different things. I mean,
absolutely.
The real trick is is now I gotta sell my wife. Like, oh yeah, I need a new board.
Oh yeah,
it's cheaper if I make it. So we're winning here.
Right. Exactly. No, it's crazy how the internet has brought so much more knowledge to niche hobbies,
For sure.
kind of like that. So, I mean, obviously, you can see up here, I like collecting all of the collectibles, so to speak, from my childhood.
Memorabilia.
Big memorabilia guy. I got a ton of cards, autographs, comic books, action figures, game systems. But like, I did it because I enjoyed it, and then now I'm finding out all this new information about this subject that I never knew before. That's reinvigorating my love for these things.
Yeah, like adding like a layer to it that you didn't have before. It's cool like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very interested in the types of tools that you would use. You had mentioned foam. I don't know a whole lot about the composition or makeup of surfboards. Would somebody use different material surfing on the East Coast versus the West Coast, something like that? Or is it more shaping of the board for different size waves? How does that all relate to one another, I guess?
Yeah, the size and shape of the board and the wave you're trying to ride it on matter. Certain things go together very well. Most surfboards start out as something called a blank, which is just kind of like a rough shape made out of polyurethane.
Sure.
And like a thin strip of balsa wood called a stringer, which kind of holds a bit of structure down the center of the board. And when you shape it, you use a planer like you would on, like wood or whatever. So you can get them at the hardware store. And you use that and a saw, and you cut it out in the rough shape you want, and then kind of break it down to the basic outline. And then you go in with like sandpaper and different hand tools.
Sure, that takes a ton of time.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it well, if you want to do it with care, I mean, the guys who do like 10 boards a day, professionals, they can knock them out real quick.
Right.
But that's because it's all you do all day long. But like I've tried to do a fast output, and it came out just shit. It's just all these issues. And it's the kind of thing where it's like, if you make something, someone else might think it's pretty good, but everything that's wrong with it. And it just drives you nuts. Like, it just digs at you. Like,
I hear you.
Oh, man, this sucks. I promised this guy this board, and I delivered something I'm not really satisfied with, but there was a timeline. I don't know,
Right.
But if you take your time with it and really pay attention to the details, you can craft something that you can be really satisfied with. And, if it looks right, it probably is when it comes to surfboards. Or I like a lot of things, really. But, you know what it's supposed to look like. You just got to go in and find it. And I like building stuff. I've always been into that. Like, I mean, Legos when I was a kid all the way up to now, I'm in construction.
Mm-hmm.
So all my, like, passions, apart from surfing, really, and, like, being a family man, comes back to creating, putting something together, working with my hands. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I find that same exact enjoyment, maybe in slightly different manner. I'm also in construction, of course.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation before many of times.
Yeah.
But I like creating the podcast. I like going in and editing everything.
For sure.
I will say the same thing with putting out a product. Like, I hate listening to myself talk.
Yeah.
I hate when I don't pronounce words correctly, or I stumble, or what have you, right? A lot of different things compared to, obviously, the building of a surfboard, but at the end, I think it's a good analogy.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that a lot. Like, I don't want to put this out there. I'm kind of self-conscious about this statement I made.
Yeah.
Well, you said it, and it was actually in decent context, so it is what it is.
For sure, yeah.
And a lot of us, people in general, probably make statements that they regret later on in their lives. And I just want to be, as a part of this podcast, I have people on here to learn.
Yeah.
Like, I want to learn what you know.
It's a great opportunity to learn about new things through conversation.
And I'm willing to change my perspective. So that's all I can say. And hopefully that doesn't burn me in the future. But it is what it is. I'm enjoying, having different types of people on to talk about different subjects. I've not had one single conversation about a surfboard yet in 60 episodes, 65 episodes.
69.
69. Exactly. So I'm delighted. That's why I clung onto that right away before we even got onto the thing. I'm like, dude, I've not discussed this. I know nothing about it. Let's learn today.
Well, it's cool for me because it's something I can speak passionately about.
Right.
But, I don't know, creation is rarely ever clean or perfect. And if it is, it's probably kind of boring.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The hiccups and the mistakes add to everything, I would think.
Agree.
You know, and it makes it more real, you know. People can relate to that because we all jack shit up.
Yes.
What are you going to do? That's part of life. But yeah, no, I love making boards. I don't do it enough, unfortunately, because, you know, it's a cost, and the return is really only for me.
Yes.
Unless somebody buys one, which is always great.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
But
I am a big proponent or believer in hobbying. Like, I think people, even if you're not selling
It's
those
huge.
and making money, I think it's beneficial to you. It's filling up your cup, I think is a good
100%.
a good speaking point. Like, so I think doing those things throughout the week, maybe if you only get 1 hour because you're spending time with your family, or work's got you tied up, or you're taking care of something that's higher on the list, you still need those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, occasionally get to yourself. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's gaming, maybe it's watching a movie. Like, there's so many things you need that outlet.
You can find that time.
Yes, it's hard. It gets
man.
increasingly more difficult as you age. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm getting a reality check over here.
When you add responsibilities as you get older, you know, the family thing is, I mean, it's wonderful, but it is added responsibility,
right?
And draws on your time. But you're happy about it, you know. And it's the same thing. Like, you
100%.
You know, when you're young and single, you can do whatever you want. It's a great time to get really into those hobbies and kind of just do everything you really want to do, because you don't have that time always. We'll all get it back eventually, you know, as we get into our later years and we're done with all the kid stuff. But I don't know. Yeah, finding a little time, it helps you. It makes you feel like you're still you.
Yes.
In the midst of all that you've evolved into, you know?
I agree. It's easy to get caught up in everything.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. Like, we talked about this, and I find myself continuing to reiterate the same thing. Like, the whole media structure we have is meant to just bring controversy and make us think about that instead of maybe the things that might be more important to being a person. Like, you know, family stuff, like going out to eat with your spouse or your significant other, or your partner, like doing those activities, or spending time building Legos with your kids, or like these small things that right.
I'm always like laying the groundwork with my eldest son, just like, we got these big old Lego blocks, and he likes to stack them up really tall, and it's like, oh yes, finally we're getting to this point where I can play with them again.
It's time. It only took 10 years, but we're back.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
back, baby.
I don't know.
I
feel like if you didn't like Legos, man, you're missing out. They're so great.
That's why I was a huge Minecrafter.
Yeah, I never got into it. I think I missed that particular wave. It came about after I don't know, it just wasn't the right time for me.
Yeah.
And now now it's daunting. It's a little intimidating to me.
You could always do it now. I mean, there's no parameters.
So I was saying, I don't know if I could do it now. The amount of time you want to put into it, you know, it's kind of like, I mean, I'd game a little bit when I have time, but I don't really get involved in long games because I just don't have the time to develop the full story, which is what I want to do. So I find myself playing stuff that I can just hop in and out of.
Like multiplayer stuff?
No, not even. Just, I mean, but single player stories that like aren't as in depth, or just like you can get lost doing the minutia and not, you know, like Breath of the Wild.
Sure.
You know,
I've heard that game's fantastic.
Dude, it might be the greatest game of all time.
I just got a Switch, so I might have to do that.
It's phenomenal. Can't say enough good things, but it's a game that, like, yeah, you could like sink a lot of hours into it with the story, or you could just, you know, dick around a lot, and that works for me right now. Right. You know, because I only have so much time in the day. You know Ben Siegel? I know the name. I don't know if I've... He's one of D. Mills, Coleman. Like, he's in that group a bunch. I might have met him at some point. Anyway, him and his wife just had a baby, and he's like, I got a lot of downtime. He's like, I don't necessarily have time, but I have time. Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, I have the thing for you. I have my old Game Boy Advance SP. I gave him one of the old Pokemon games. That was a classic. I'm like, go home. I love this system. You can just pick it up and play it for 30 minutes, and then do whatever responsibilities you need to do, because that takes precedent. Yeah. And then you can go back and play 20 minutes of this. It's like those old school games are just so different. I can imagine the Zelda Breath of the Wild is probably similar, because it's that structure of game. I find it to be pretty easy to hop in and out of. But then again, maybe it's because I've already played it before. Right, sure. That's a layer that I hadn't really thought about until just now. It's like I can play it that way because I've already played through the whole story. And I will say, you know, when I had my first son, I have plenty of time to play games because all they do is sit there and eat and poop. It's pretty simple. I just
Right.
strap him to my chest and I could play for a while. But now he's 2.5.
Yep.
And so I don't really have that time because even though I've got an infant and he doesn't require much comparatively, I got, psychopath running around
Right.
constantly.
Oh, he's
Just
exploring.
Testing
Yeah.
the limits of my patience. In a good way. I mean, I love him.
Absolutely.
He's the best, but it's head on a swivel,
100%.
constantly until he goes down for a nap or goes to bed, and I can go, oh, thank God, I can not have to think about, is he going to fall off the couch and break his neck?
Right. That's so fun though. Like I find myself crawling back to ideas of that nature, like just being silly and almost playful is a good word,
Yeah.
even though I don't know, it's kind of what I'm going for. Like just
Yeah.
be goofy. Like you need to have time to do that too,
I can't stand
Kids
it
make
when
me
you
think
take
of that all
yourself
the
too
time.
seriously,
Yes.
or like, life is not that hardcore. Like, let's take a step back
Agree. Yeah.
and just enjoy it for what it is. It's not a long period of time overall that we're here, So why bother being all stressed out about stuff you can't control and be serious all the time, man? Like,
Right.
have fun, goof off, like you said. Like, hell yeah, I'm all about that. I can't get behind it if you're not like that because you're missing out.
Yeah. I've very much appreciated that kind of aspect of construction. I feel like people are not necessarily less serious when it comes to business matters, but like they're overall less serious people, I
Yeah.
think. And if that makes sense to everybody else out there, I don't know if it'll hit the same, but like I don't know, like they're very good at their work and what they do, but like just my interaction with them is totally different, I feel like, than if I were working at like a large bank or like a corporate company or
It's a lack of office politics.
yeah, sure.
So when I got out of school, I went into electrical design for an architecture firm. I did that for like 7 years. And you meet a lot of great people through there, but you also meet the kind of people who are going to be nice to your face and then talk shit about you to the boss behind your back.
Right.
And like that doesn't exist in the blue collar world,
If they have a problem with you, they'll tell your
yes,
ass.
and I find that incredibly refreshing. Like,
Yes.
I don't care what your opinion is, as long as you're not lying to me, I'm not going to have a problem with you.
Yes.
And
Agree.
like
Hard
the only thing you need to take seriously out there is safety, right?
Right.
And everything else, like, yeah, like let's keep it light, keep the work going, and yeah, keep it honest. Don't lie, and we're good.
Yep.
That's it.
My only issue with it is my language. It's hard because I use, I wouldn't say like provocative stuff, but I cuss a lot at work. So
yeah,
like
sure.
when I'm around maybe people that I shouldn't cuss around, it makes that a little bit more difficult. But
I have
that's
that-
like my
I have
only
that
complaint.
issue, too. You notice it a lot when you have a 2-year-old going shit. Like, don't say that. It's like only Daya says that. You don't.
Right, you can't do that. I remember finding out cuss words in the back of the bus in like 2nd or 3rd grade. I'm like, are you serious?
Dude, oh man, we would like meet up in the bathroom just to like say curse words and be like, oh,
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
so dangerous right now, dude. Teachers have no idea what's going on right now.
Right. You don't even understand what it means.
No, dude. Oh man, when I was a kid, some kid called me a fat. And I had no idea what it meant at that time. But I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was the funniest sounding word I'd ever heard. So I
Right.
just started spouting it off. And someone was like, hey, do you know what that means? Oh, oops. Sorry.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Sure. No, that I mean that revolves right back to the previous conversation. Keep it light, playful.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss to a degree. Obviously, I think we should be knowledgeable about what's going on in our surroundings, but like
Yeah.
again, don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Obviously, even in like politics and world happenings, obviously there's significant events that are terrible, but
Yeah.
it's been going on our entire lifespans and back to our parents' generation and their parents and their parents'
Yeah, I know.
parents. And, so only thing we can do is keep going,
Yeah. I know. I mean, it's easy to get bogged down. There's a lot of unfortunate things going on, to put it very lightly, but
That's why I go see Widespread Panic. I want to see fish.
yeah, gotta get those shows in, Gotta see all these things that you want to do
It's
while
so
you got
tough.
the chance.
The monetary restriction is just the constraint is just
For
so
sure.
hard. It's so expensive to. Those are such fun things.
Just to live,
They
man.
used to be so accessible.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Dude, it is expensive. I mean, I don't know. even if you feel like you're doing all right, this shit just. I did my gas bill the other day was $95 to fill up the truck.
Yeah,
insane. I've never paid that much for gas in my life. And it's hard not to be like feeling the pressure, but it's like you said, you just gotta save up so you have a little bit of extra.
Yep.
Hit those fun things, and then just hope it doesn't come back to bite you. I hope you don't get like hit with a unforeseen bill or something like that.
Right.
Which of course like happens unfortunately all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Now I'm a big if you're a Reddit guy, are you?
I've been on. I have not contributed.
So I don't ever contribute.
Yeah.
I've been on there for almost 8 years at this point. I probably have like 12 comments.
Yeah.
Regardless,
you can learn a lot on there.
I'm on there a lot. I read it a lot. There's a subreddit called r/Bogleheads. It's after John Bogle. He was like a indexed investor.
Okay.
I don't know if he's still alive or not. Shout out John. But I follow his stuff pretty exclusively. It's like a 3-fund portfolio.
Huh, okay.
You want bonds, you want international market, you want U.S. market.
Yeah. Finances.
You equivalate it by kind of your age and risk tolerance. And
Yes,
basically that's
right.
where you sit.
Makes sense.
And then you always have cash reserves as an emergency fund.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So this actually happened to me. So it's not like an, oh my God, I'm being sarcastic. This fucking sucked.
a real
Yeah.
life thing to bring some levity to it.
So when we were living in our previous apartment, I was parked outside with my Acura that's parked out front. And I get up one morning and my right tire is up on the curb.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
Fun.
oh my God. I'm like, I don't remember
Yeah.
doing that and parking there. Like something happened. I walk around my car, huge like swipe on the side.
Oh man.
Like the window was messed up, like paint, car issues, whatever. So I drive it to like my mechanic. I'm like, all right.
At least you can still drive it.
Right. I
Yeah.
filed a claim. I probably shouldn't have driven it,
Yeah.
honestly. I filed a claim.
Yeah.
Police officer comes out, do the report, whatever. I didn't have collision insurance. I
Oh,
only
man.
had
Yeah.
I didn't have
basic?
comprehensive. I had
Yeah.
collision. So because it was a hit and run and the driver didn't contact me,
It didn't count as a collision that way.
I forget semantics.
Yeah.
Regardless of how it worked out, they wouldn't cover it because I didn't have a specific type of insurance. And
Yeah.
obviously the person who hit it overnight or whatever wasn't
Yeah.
going to leave a note. They were probably hammered driving home on a
Yeah.
skinny road in Richmond. Like, fuck you,
No,
but
yeah.
it is what it is.
No.
Like, shit happens.
Is it not surprising at all?
Right.
Yeah.
And so they didn't cover it. So I take it there. It's like a couple $1,000s to
That's
fix the
great.
car. Either that or like
Great.
you give me no trade-in value. I got to buy a new car. So
Which is
I get it
significantly
fixed.
more.
I get it fixed. I'm like, what makes this safe? I was
Yeah.
like, not necessarily what would pass inspection. What would make this safe for me to drive?
Yeah.
Do that, and
Yeah.
I'm out the door.
Worry about everything else later.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we do that. Nothing from the insurance agency, and we're still fine to this day. But like unexpected events like
Yeah.
that, you don't know that somebody's gonna rip into your car. And
Well,
you
you were lucky you had saved up enough to be able to afford that without impacting the rest of your bills that you can't
Right.
skip.
exactly.
It's,
Exactly. And what if I'm not in a place where I can get a secondary education? I'm stuck working a job that's maybe, federal minimum wage is still $7.25. I'm like, what if I'm making $12 an hour, which is supposed to be, oh, you're $5 over minimum wage.
Yeah.
That don't mean shit.
Not
Like,
really. Yeah.
what if that happens and I have a job like that and my car breaks down or like something like that happens? Like you're totally screwed. You're put in a
Pretty
terrible
much.
situation, and then like what we were suggesting earlier, you don't have time to think about family activities, hobbies, because you're caught up in the financial cycle.
Yeah. You gotta hit multiple jobs maybe, even just to get by. Dude.
When the podcast is rich and famous, I'll donate.
Yeah.
I'll be a philanthropist.
Yeah, and then you can write it off in your taxes.
Yeah, why the hell do you think all those guys do?
Yeah.
Throw
The whole
tax
point,
break.
really.
Oh my God. Yeah. Very true. All right, less depressing.
Yeah, less serious
subjects.
stuff. We were talking about being goofy. We've just been in serious conversation for like the past 5 minutes.
No, I think more than 5 minutes. It's been like 15. Maybe I need 4 more beers after that.
Dude, I'll have another if you are. But
Yes, I will have another. We'll take a break in about 10 or 15 minutes because my stupid ass went and broke the seal after I had 3 other beers, and then
you gotta be careful with that, dude.
I know.
It's a dangerous game.
So this
also topic conversation earlier. Is there science behind it, or is it just a mental thing? Is it
I think it's
physical or
entirely
mental?
mental.
Yeah.
Entirely mental. I don't know. I mean, what science backs that up that makes sense? I mean,
Alcohol slows your system down, relaxes your bladder, maybe. I'm making shit up.
maybe if you're soft.
But not for me.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
drink 6 packs or a 6-pack a day coming home from work.
God, no, I would be fat as hell. Dude, you got to stay on it. The fitness game. That's something I'm also like. I try and stay so dedicated to. Is like, I don't want to give up. Like, I don't eat like crazy unhealthy, but like if I want a burger, I'm gonna have a burger. If I want a beer or a whiskey, like I don't want to feel bad about it. So,
Right.
but I also like all the things I like to do require the use of my body, like even my work. So
Right.
I gotta get after it and find that time to get to the gym. It's huge.
So huge couple comments. We've got, I don't know if you made your way back into the back room. We've got
Not yet.
a bench and the interchangeable dumbbells
Ooh, the
from
home
like
gym
Bowflex.
setup, yeah?
Yes.
Very nice. Bowflex.
So fantastic. It gives you flexibility. The best thing you can do for your fitness journey is be individual. Whatever you can commit to the most is best for you.
Yeah,
if
of
you
course.
can get up and do 20 minutes of stretching in the morning and that's all you can do,
Yeah.
you do that.
Dude, I do want to kind of get into a stretching routine. Like,
I've been doing
it's
it.
because I'm tight as can be in the morning, and I don't know. I think it's gonna have negative effects. I gotta get after it. The stretching,
It
I
sucks.
feel like it's one of those things. Like it sucks so hard when you start, but once you get a little loose, start to get.
I am, bro, let
where
me
you
tell
need to
you,
be?
I am months into it.
Don't
and-
tell me this.
And
Don't tell
I
me
just,
there's no improvement.
It's no, 100%. Like definitely, I
Yeah,
notice
but
improvement,
it still sucks?
still sucks.
Ah.
I'm probably like 3.5 months.
That
into
is
it.
like a little bit depressing because I kind of think I did a stretch the other day, and I thought I was gonna just rip my ass apart. I was like, no, man. If I just keep after it, it'll get better. It won't hurt this much.
I do more like movement stuff. I have a lot of shoulder issues. I had
Oh, really?
arm surgery when I was 18. Baseball, Tommy John.
Yes, that'll happen.
Yes.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I do a lot of mobility related stuff. I have poor posture, anterior pelvic tilt. I have rounded shoulders. It's all a result of
Dude, you're all jacked up, man.
yeah, a lot of issues. But I've been doing a lot of mobility routines, yoga and Pilates style stuff.
Yoga is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Underrated.
I wish I was still as good at as I used to be. I used to be not like Mr.
I can't do
Yoga,
it.
but I was pretty decent at it. I just fell out of the habit, dude. I
I
got
got
into lifting
nothing.
a bit more, which is also pretty sick, but
Fantastic.
definitely
for
not
you.
the same flexibility from hitting the curls.
Yeah, that's where I struggle. I much more enjoy weightlifting.
I think
I'd-
most guys are
I'd rather
least
be
that I know.
pumping iron than stretching.
yeah.
But I've noticed more benefits, I think, by starting the stretching mobility routine
Yeah.
than lifting. And I've been doing both on a consistent
I think
basis.
that probably adds up, you know.
Golf is huge for me.
Really?
Huge. I have no like torso mobility. So training
Yeah.
that type of stuff over the last couple months, I
It's
feel
help-
less
it's helped with your
sore.
game.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel less sore. It feels like you're an athlete. You've played a sport.
Trying to be.
You know when you do something, you're like, I'm the most unathletic person in the room.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like sometimes when I swing the golf club, I'm just like, I can't get through that rotation. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I just feels wrong.
No, and you like,
And I'm
it's
feeling
so-
less of that.
You know your body is supposed to do it this certain way, and you're like, I know I can do this. I can visualize it. Why is it not following through? Like,
And this feels exactly the opposite
Yeah.
of what I'm trying to
yeah, dude. That is frustrating.
do. Yeah. So it like, it's allowed me. I get jitters. I get excited about it.
Who doesn't,
The
man?
adrenaline
Yeah.
hits as soon as I'm on the first tee. I'm not playing for shit, but
No,
I get
you're
excited.
playing for personal satisfaction.
Yes.
Maybe a slight bit of pride,
Yes,
depending on who you're
100%.
playing with. I get it, dude. I mean, it's the same in anything, I think, really. But yeah, I get the same feeling in surfing.
Dude.
The first, like, you're so amped up, you just completely blow it.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I suck.
You hear something crazy that I'm very excited about?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This morning at breakfast, somebody said they were about to set up backyard volleyball and badminton.
Oh
And
man,
I almost creamed my jeans
Dude.
at the table.
volleyball is an excellent game to get after, especially like if you got a crew and like a couple good beers, it's like laying it all out is the best.
Sand volleyball is my favorite.
I mean, beaches. Biased though I am, I'd say beach is arguably the best.
Sure.
Even like just in terms of like viewing it, like Summer Olympics, beach volleyball, that shit is fucking awesome.
I like the duos rather than the team.
It's
no shot against it, but like it's more entertaining.
I've played both. Like it's significantly harder with just two. I mean, just courtesy of the fact that it's a same size court, you know, like you got a lot to cover. But yeah, man, beach volleyball is awesome. And like, man, the feeling you get when you like lay it out and you successfully dig it up, you're like, oh man, that was the most athletic thing I've done all week.
It's like flushing a golf shot or like hitting a home run. Like that feeling in sport, that's what keeps me coming back.
For sure, yeah. It's incredibly satisfying. And just like, yeah, it makes you feel like, all right, I still got it.
Especially if you got good teammates and they kind of hype you up after it.
Yeah. Well, you got to play with the right people for sure.
That's right.
You know, you got to have people that have that go all out.
Yes.
For a game of pickup, essentially.
I have been in multiple situations where I thought I could have torn my ACL playing pickup sports, and that's the energy we need.
I have two small.
Knock on wood, I haven't.
I've got two small scars on my stomach because I had moles removed when I was in college, and then the day I got them removed, I went and got a little drunk and played a game of beach volleyball and ripped the shit out of the stitches. And I just slapped a Band-Aid on. I was like, all right, we're good.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Scars still they're not long, but they're like fat little scars.
Sure.
Because I was not willing to not play all out.
Had to do it.
So stupid.
Been there. Oh, yeah. You know, I've had, like I said, knock on wood, I haven't had any gruesome injuries other than the Tommy John, which it wouldn't consider necessarily gruesome, but it sucked. I mean, it was a significant surgery.
I've heard it's not fun. Yeah.
So mine was bad enough that they were like, you could just not get surgery. It tore completely off the bone. They're like, it's floating in there. Yeah. You'll be fine. You just won't have the same strength in your right arm.
So is that a scar from it?
Yeah.
Dang. It's pretty gnarly. I've never actually noticed that.
Yes. And then
I don't do a lot of time looking at your elbows. So.
And I have, I appreciate that. I have another two here. They took out some, it's a genetic, what did I say? Some people don't have it anymore. This tendon right here. If you put together your thumb and your pinky.
Some of the pinky.
Yeah. It's this one right here.
What?
Some people don't have it.
Interesting.
So there should be two. But anyway, they took mine out instead of using a cadaver.
Oh,
and it was Tommy John. I think it was Tommy John 2.0 because they're on 3 or 4 now. So they drilled a hole through my bone.
The surgical
process? Evolution, I guess, of it. Because like it's very prolific and a lot of athletes are getting it now, not even just baseball players. But anyway, they drill through my bone. They use this tendon, basically attach it, tie it all together, and they put me in an arm cast for, I don't know, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I did PT. And, of course, my dumbass 17, 18-year-old self, I was going into college. So perfect. I do all my PT at home, and then I go off to school. I do my PT for a little bit. I don't do my PT for a little bit. I do my PT for a little bit. And then, you know, off and on. Yeah. And it didn't recover quite correctly, so I'm dealing with some issues now. But, again, I'm doing all that mobility stuff. I do band work. I have a band in my office that I do just 3 days a week. Yeah. So I'm, like, taking an active approach, you know, at it. But, could have been less silly as a as a teenager. But
I don't know. You think you're invincible when you're young.
100%.
And then you get to where we are now, which is not even really that old. But
absolutely.
Like, still, like, I feel different in so many ways. And it's just like, oh, man, I actually have to take care of myself. I can't just rely on being young.
That was part of the mobility thing for me. 100%. Yeah. I was like, I feel so stiff. I was like, if I don't do something in 10 years, I'm just going to be just like standing there, you know. I'm like, I got to do something.
I know. It's just, what could be worse? Just getting like to a point where you can't really make a comeback without like an absurd amount of like probably professional help even.
Absolutely. And then that gets expensive.
Yeah. I want to avoid that at all costs. Like,
we got YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
We're the pinnacle.
You can learn a lot on the internet. It's pretty cool.
I've done so many. I built a computer with help off the internet. Like,
that is something that is pretty sick. Yeah.
There's so many things. Like, I have so many qualms and issues with kind of our social media platforms we have currently.
Yeah.
But there's so many good uses for it. The spread of information is just fantastic.
There's a lot of upside.
Yes.
I mean, pros and cons. It's just the cons are kind of glaringly obvious and kind of not great, potentially actually horrible. But the pros are equally pretty solid. Like, the amount you can learn is definitely up there.
Yes.
And
I think
the connectivity,
yeah,
friendships that probably would have died off just courtesy of distance.
Yeah,
I've maintained. And like, you look at our parents' generation, like my parents didn't really keep up with a lot of friends that weren't local, maybe one or two.
Sure.
And I'd say at least half of my like close friend group does not live close by to me, here or like even farther away.
Right.
And that's pretty sick. I mean, no one's going to be sitting down writing letters to people anymore when you can just hop on your phone and shoot a quick text. That's great. That's really nice.
It is fantastic. I do feel there's somewhat of an overload or overstimulation, though, with texting and calling. Like, are we expected to be available 24/7?
Yeah.
Like, maybe to your best friends and your immediate family, but to everybody else, they can reach you.
Oh, yeah.
But it creates that heightened expectation. Like, do I need to text back X person at 9:37 when I'm watching a movie with Grace on the couch?
No,
probably not. But my mind thinks about it. Like, set that aside. It's hard to distinguish.
Well, so that's I kind of like in a complete opposite fashion. Like, I've become such a horrible texter.
Oh no, I'm terrible.
Because I don't. I'll get a text and it's like, this is an inconvenient time for me. I'll get to it later, and later I forget about it.
Later never
comes.
Because because you're doing something else.
Yeah, and then Kelsey be like, "Hey, did you ever get back to that person?" It's been like 5 days. Like, no.
Right.
She's like, "Do you want to?" Yeah. No. I mean, maybe.
Potentially.
What were they talking about? Was it something serious? Yeah. All right.
Siri just picked that up on my watch.
Oh, I'm sorry, Siri.
All right. What time are we at over there?
35.
Okay. I think this is a perfect point. I got to piss. It looks like we need a refill on the beer.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back. We got about an hour and 10 minutes left.
Gnarly.
Should we do it?
Yeah. So do
All
I
right.
hit the
Just
pause
hit
button?
hit the button. Hit the button.
The pause or red?
The red button.
Yeah.
Money. I just finished. Okay. Little quick story. Then we'll get more into reading. I just finished. So I went on a trip to Europe. I think I already alluded to, and I
Very nice.
brought my Kindle, and I brought Project Hail Mary.
Okay, I've been hearing a lot about this. Coleman keeps talking about it. I don't know anything other than apparently it's great.
So it came out in theaters, so I was like, okay, I need to read the book before I go see the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I go to France and I buy tickets to go see it with Grace yesterday. And I'm like, all right, I got to read it before I get back so we can like see the movie together. I can, know what it's about, yada, whatever. Yeah. We get to the movie theater last night. They scan my ticket. They're like, dude, this is for last week.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, are you serious?
Classic move, dude.
I'm like, are you serious? I've been waiting for 2.5 weeks to see this fucking movie. And I was like, a mini panic attack on the spot. I was like, I know it's only like $15, but I'm like, I really wanted to see this.
Do you do that thing when you like, if you like book a flight or something and you click the purchase flight and then you're like, wait, let me go back and check and make sure everything was like the right details.
100%.
You like have a major freak out about it every time.
Every time.
You did.
Every single time. And so I freak out. I'm like, okay, whatever. We'll go see it this week. The lady's like, oh my God, we'll like get you a free voucher or whatever. I'm like, you do not need to do that.
Pretty
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, yeah.
So we're going to see it on Monday.
Absolutely.
And then all the way back to the reading aspect. Fantastic book.
Okay.
Highly recommend it.
What's like a brief, non-spoilery summary? Like,
It's sci-fi. Okay. So he's the same author of The Martian.
Oh,
which,
man.
Have you read that?
No.
I finished that also on my trip. So I read that.
I love the movie, and I
Mary.
wanted to read the book.
Mark Watney is not Matt Damon. That's going to be my same issue with Project Hail Mary adaptation. Ryan Gosling just does not fit what the character seems to me.
Really? Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But other than that, looks
Pretty good.
The movie looks to be pretty good.
Good
the book was fantastic.
Interesting. All right.
Short excerpt, summary without giving anything away. Guy wakes up in space, basically amnesia, remembers that he's out there because there's something making the sun colder, taking a heat source away from the sun, or it's going to impact Earth at a cataclysmic scale in a few years. So he has to basically save humanity, and he's on a spaceship in outer space. Dang. And that's the entire story.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much else because obviously there's a lot that goes on and very interesting events.
But is got my attention. It sounds like it could be something that would be really like fun to read and like enjoyable.
And
like,
so the amnesia part's very important because part of so it's like flashbacks of him remembering specific events and then that taking place in the story.
Yeah.
So it's like very interesting the style that Andy Weir, I think, is the guy who wrote it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I do like that. Just is that a plot device? Is that what it's called? Like,
I wasn't an English major.
Neither was I, dude. I was
one class.
I was a math guy, science. I like reading, but yeah, man, the analysis part I was never that good at. It was my teacher's fault. They just didn't like me, you know.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta find time to read if you can. I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. Dude, I started, I reread Lord of the Rings. I started to when Graham was born.
Yeah.
And he's 2.5. And just an example of how long it takes to get through a book when you have a child is like, I started the trilogy when he was born, and I finished it a month before Mason was born, and that was 2.5 years later. And I didn't read anything else. Only Lord of the Rings that entire 2.5 years. It is insane.
Those books are also... So I've read The Hobbit. I didn't make it through the first book. The Hobbit was good.
Really?
It's hard for me to get through. Like I read it in the original language format.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the songs are a bit much for me, but it's a hard read.
Yeah, no, it's I find that Two Towers is difficult to get through. Just I don't know. I mean, it's a great book and I love it, but it is a harder read than the other two, and certainly than The Hobbit, which is much simpler.
Yes.
But I like them. You know, I can't get enough of it. But yeah, it's a time investment that took a long time, and I don't know how you find good books anymore. There's just so many out there, and I used to just go off of recommendations, but nobody's reading anymore, so I don't get recommendations. So Project Hail Mary. It's the first recommendation on a book that I haven't already been aware of. I mean, I'm aware of the movie.
Sure.
But, just because Coleman keeps talking about it. So now I have a book that I can say, okay, 2 people have given a thumbs up on this. Probably worth a look at, you know?
It's also part of our next book club.
Oh, man.
And I'd like to shout out our sponsor this episode, Goodreads, who we are not affiliated with in any manner. It's basically a social media platform for book readers. So my sister's been trying to get me to get on it, and you write a short synopsis and your rating for each book, and then it ranks stuff and gives you an algorithm based on what it thinks you should read.
Oh man,
So
just offers up some books that you might be.
Yes.
See, this is going back to the technology being a benefit type thing. That is sick because it's all about recommendations for books. You can't just go to a store and just say, oh, this looks kind of interesting. The don't judge a book by its cover type thing, because you might have a cool cover and it's a shit book.
It's option paralysis at this point too.
Yes.
Like when we're looking at Netflix, like you have infinite things to scroll through.
Yeah,
like there's so many. Like how do you even
half
choose?
Of it's garbage.
Yes.
You know, and there's no way to know really until you start it.
Right.
Dude, I'll tell you what,
Right.
Netflix, man, the worst thing in the world for me. I hate when sound doesn't match up. So. The thing that drives me the most nuts is like you start a show, it looks really cool, and then you realize it's foreign language and they've dubbed over it with English. Man, it just immediately turns me off. I'm like, fuck this. I can't watch it.
100%. I'm like that too. It's weird because they could be a very good show.
It probably is.
We watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, which they did a fantastic job with.
Was it good?
Yeah, I didn't know that was dubbed until after I watched the whole thing.
Okay, that's impressive because I mean, if you can tell immediately it's a dub, it might be a great show, but it's something about my brain it doesn't look right.
Yes.
It makes me like tweak out a bit.
Yeah. I hear that.
Kelsey's like, oh, I think it's good. Let's watch it. It's like, you watch it. I'm going downstairs. I can't do this, man.
Don't make me.
Dude, can't, yeah.
So Project Hail Mary, fantastic.
Okay.
Another book series I would highly recommend, fantasy type aspect. I'm in the middle of, it's a book called Murtaugh.
Okay.
It's the Aragon series, the Inheritance
man.
Cycle.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Paolini just wrote a new one. It came out last year. It is from the perspective of the Red Rider from throughout the series, if you're familiar with it at all.
Yeah.
He is
I think I read the
Aragon's
first book.
half-brother or something like that. He's in the first book.
Yeah.
It's from his perspective after the events of the first 4 books.
Okay.
His writing style I love. It's not overly complex. It's more of like a young adult level book.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know, late high school, college level readers. Fantastic. If you read the first one, I highly recommend reading the rest of the series. That's one of my favorite. Grace and I were talking about this the other day. Magic systems. This might be a very interesting topic of conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It might be one of my favorite magic systems in all of the books I've read, movies, series I've watched. It's all reliant on energy force, kind of similar to Star Wars, but you can store energy. So, like, they have ancient relics and, like, dwarves carve specific gemstones, and they can hold specific amounts of energy. So if, like, somebody needs energy reserves to do a spell, do this or that, they can pull it from one of these sources. And, like, dragons could have breastplates with a bunch of rubies on it. You can store shit in there over periods of time. Because everything was tied to a life force.
All right,
So as strong as you are is your output of energy, and the dragons are strong too. They can funnel through you as a rider and create a larger output of energy. Every single living thing has a specific name in the Elven ancient language, and that ties to the ability to manipulate spells in the universe. So, like, if you want to light something on fire, there's multiple ways to go about it. But there's ways that will expend less energy by using different verbiage, right? So so like it's extremely interesting the way he writes about it. Really, it makes you think sometimes, because it's commonly the protagonist's like inner dialogue. They're thinking, how can I do this easier? Can I expend this much energy? It's a real thought process behind, like, the magic system, which I thought was interesting.
It's got like a resources type vibe to it. It's like it's not infinite.
Right. And it makes it, like, too often, I think, like, magical creatures in specific series, movie types, whatever, they're too powerful. They can just dominate anybody who's not magical.
Yeah.
But, like, people, at least, you can do magic unto other people. You can hold wards. So if you have a ruby that has specific protective wards as a common foot soldier, like, you have protection against whatever. So, like, you can manipulate it. It's different. And I kind of really enjoy that way of thinking about like a magic system.
I mean, it gives, like, everyone kind of a more even playing field type. Anyone could be, a formidable adversary in that kind of scenario, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
And it's a lot of, like, mind invasiveness and, like, thought power. So if you can get into your
Jedi mind trick stuff?
Yes.
Dang. All right.
Yeah, kind of stuff like that. Very interesting, well written, very well developed. He does a good job at, like, creating different types of magical creatures. It's a lot of your standard type things, but he goes in great detail.
Yeah. Dang, dude. I might have to. But then again, it's a time investment, so it might be one of those things where I put it on the back burner until the kids are a little bit older.
No, once they hit maybe, like, late middle school, high school, that's a book that you could probably read with them.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
I do look forward to that kind of thing, like
Harry Potter even earlier.
I was such a Harry Potter guy, man.
Me too. I've read it 50 times, man.
Are you going to watch the show?
Yeah, I feel like
I have to, man.
I've been so into it. My mom and my sisters and I went to Universal, did the whole thing.
Dude,
I'm a huge stan.
I went there when, like, it was early days before they built the second one.
Yeah.
And the train and all that stuff, man. Like, but it's so expensive. I want to go back and do it and just,
it's ridiculous.
Retouch that part of my childhood, but it's too expensive to go. You gotta get both park passes, right, to do the Hogwarts Express.
You're right.
Yeah.
We did do that. Yes.
I mean, it's genius on their part. It's just gonna rake in money, but God, I don't have that kind of cash.
That's they sell it as, like, a family experience. That's a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You can't be like it. I can't imagine what it costs. Probably a couple grand for like 4 days. That's crazy. But it was very cool.
I mean, I'm sure
it was dope.
Sick. Yeah. I mean, how could
Had
it
the
not
butter
be?
beer. Went in Ollivanders. Did the whole wand experience. My sister got picked for the demonstration.
Dude, I got picked for the demonstration.
Did you really?
Yeah, my sister was so pissed. She was standing right next to me. She was just fuming. I was just like, yeah, what's up, bitch?
We did do the Hogwarts Express. We rode the one ride with the, did they have it? It was like an augmented reality thing. You were in like a chair and flying around.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It was, dude, it was actually pretty intense, man. Those spiders were nuts. Like,
yes.
You know it's fake. You know it's fake, but still you're like, ugh.
It was really neat.
Yeah.
And as a fan of that series, we've watched, I'm getting Grace to try the books. She's reading them for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah.
Dude.
So
Insane. I think I've read each book at a minimum 30 times.
yeah, I'm right there with you.
Just could not get enough of it.
First book way more than all the rest. That was my favorite.
Here's a question. What would be your ranking of the 7? Like which from top to bottom favorites?
So I'm very biased. Like I like what I like. Like these are my favorites.
Yeah, dude, no.
Not along the dialogue of probably the typical Harry Potter fan. Number 1 is by far my favorite.
Really?
The introduction
Nice.
into the magical world is my favorite part of the series. Harry going to Diagon Alley for the first time, visiting all the stores, Gringotts, all of that fantastic. There's nothing like the first time being introduced to that environment.
That's a fair point of view, yeah.
That's my favorite. Is it the best writing of the series? No. Is it the best story of the series? Also no.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't matter.
Is it my favorite?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the question.
That's number 1.
That's the question, though. It's not about anything else. Just like, what is the best to the worst in your view?
Number 2 is tough. I like Order of the Phoenix and the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
Are probably my number 2 and 3. Those are probably interchangeable. Order of the Phoenix, sad, the whole serious thing.
Yeah.
Wish that would have been developed a little bit more.
Rough, man.
But
Guts me every time, dude.
overall, Order of the Phoenix is a huge, like, apex plot point for the whole entire series. They start figuring it out. Dumbledore becomes more involved with the Horcruxes, and then Half-Blood Prince kind of sets off the rest of it. So I would say Order of the Phoenix, number 2, Deathly Hallows, number 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, number 4. Have to go. Love the Prisoner of Azkaban. Just not quite as apex in the storyline as those other 2 books, but the Hippogriff, Buckbeak, and Sirius, and that was fantastic. Blowing up Petunia, that was also great. And then, so I've got Chamber of Secrets, Half-Blood Prince, and Goblet of Fire left. I'll probably go Half-Blood Prince, Chamber of Secrets, Goblet of Fire is my least favorite.
Dude, that is wild because Goblet of Fire is a 1 or 2 for me.
I believe it.
It's between Azkaban and Goblet for the top 2 spots for me. I can't decide. I go back and forth. I love both fairly equally.
I hate when Voldemort comes back. That's like the
Dude,
worst
that's the whole
part.
point, man. Like, the last 3 books are inconsequential without that.
I know. But my man Cedric Diggory didn't have to happen to him.
I mean, I'm
Also the whole Mad Eye Mooney thing. Like, I was even as a kid, I was like, this is a plot hole. I was like, you're telling me one of the most powerful wizards got outsmarted by Barty Crouch Jr., who was basically ostracized as, like, I don't know. He didn't seem like that clever of a dude. And you're murking Mooney and juicing off him with the Polly J and just running with him. Like, unbelievable.
I don't know, man. I thought it was phenomenal.
Oh, great plot twist.
Dude, oh, man.
Maybe I didn't see it coming. I was just pissed as a 12-year-old reading it for the first time, and I'm still holding that grudge.
Dude, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Could be.
Dude, yeah, I'm like, I got a lot of my stuff that is complete opposite. I got like 3, 4.
Yeah.
Then probably
Azkaban's such a good book.
It's so freaking good, dude. Oh man, I just love it. I can't get enough of it, and it's just long enough that it's pretty like a little bit more involved, but it's still like more attainable to like get through real quick and just it's
Great
not
point.
as much of a daunting task.
Right.
Of course, none of them are really at this age, my 30s. But like, as a kid, it's like, oh man, this one is right up my alley. It's just perfect.
Right.
Start to finish. But yeah, then it's Order of the Phoenix, And then probably I like Half-Blood Prince, and then 1, 7, and 2. Chamber of Secrets is at the bottom for me. It's just the one I look forward to reading the least.
Yeah.
You know?
See, Chamber of Secrets is fine. The whole thing, she could have done the diary better. Like, that was just not exciting for me.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it when Harry's getting just dogged on by the whole school, you know?
So that's number 7 as well, or number 6. Where
Six, yeah. But 6 has got, he's just got a little bit of triumph.
Yes.
In the romance section.
And the whole Snape thing is pretty important in that one.
I don't know. I think I like 6 a lot just because I look forward to the flashback chapters when they go into the memories.
Those are the best.
It's just cool to me.
She should have dove more into that in earlier books, but I understand.
I know, yeah.
From a story perspective, why?
Yeah, it's just that part's really cool. Just a lot of context and understanding going into.
And there's so much that's left out of the movies about Dumbledore's sister and like all of that crap, and I feel like that kind of ties into it, and they don't.
The movies had a daunting
gloss over
task. I don't fault them for that per se, but like it is kind of wild that like the 5th movie, based on the longest book in the whole series, is like super short. It's barely long enough.
They should have done 2 movies.
So much crap out of it,
like the last one. They should have done 2.
Yeah, like I'm sure a lot of pretty quality stuff was left on the cutting room floor.
The long bottoms, that whole thing.
Yeah,
that was like 3
That
chapters.
was massive.
And that's important to the entire storyline.
Yeah, hugely important. It's hard to translate a book to a movie well. I'd say there's probably not that many out there that did it perfectly or close enough to perfectly. But the Harry Potter movies are decent. They're pretty good. I enjoy them for what they are.
Yes.
But as an adaptation, if you're a huge fan of the books, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Agreed. I will say, after reading The Martian, did a pretty damn good job in that movie.
Yeah.
They left out a lot of filler, which if you're into that establishing a setting type reading, you would probably be pissed about. But I think to the overall storyline, they did the ending a little bit short.
Okay.
But other than that, I think they did a great job. That's one of the ones I would rank much better on the list of like book to movie adaptation.
What do you mean by like filler? Like, do you mean like just like setting of a scene?
You've seen the movie, yes?
Yes, yeah.
So he spends a fuck ton of time in the book on the potatoes.
Oh,
creating they
going into in depth.
A ton of time, like chapters and chapters, and like.
Dude, I enjoyed that scene. I thought it was funny. They did a really good job with all the poop.
Yes. But that's like
it makes it like it brings you in because like there's humor to it and there's a little bit of like science and like
Well, he writes it. He's funny in the book. He's hilarious. Like he crack jokes, F-bombs, everything out there in the books. I love that.
Yeah, you need a comedic lead.
Yes.
In a book, I think a certain type of book, I should say.
Yes, agree.
I love a comedic lead. It's just like
hard agree.
Brings you right in. You're like, I can get with this person. Like, they got it.
But yeah, not enough about the potatoes. I think those are really a point of emphasis in the book. And then he just spent more time figuring things out. Like in the movie, it just seemed like he got it.
He was just like Mr. Guy and figured out everything.
In the book, it shows him working through a lot more processes. Like he's thinking about it longer. Because it runs through that entire time span. It's like over the course of like an entire year.
Well, that's probably trying to be a bit more realistic. Whereas like a movie is not necessarily trying to cover the
you don't
the
necessarily
failures.
Need that.
You need a little bit of failure,
right?
A little bit of stakes, but like not like over and over. Testing hypotheses.
Right.
It's only going to be so entertaining for so long.
Yes. Yeah, and it was a lot of that in the book. And as a guy that likes that kind of stuff, I was entertained.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. But I think that translates better in a book. I think that can hold your attention longer in a book form. Whereas, like, I don't know, movies, everyone's looking for a quicker satisfaction of the arc.
Agree. Oh, yeah. The his trek to get to the new spot took a little bit longer in the book.
Yeah.
His journey back to space, they actually extrapolate a little bit after that. Like the book.
Oh yeah.
The book pretty much ended after he got back onto the spaceship.
Yeah,
so
I guess that makes sense.
They wanted to end. They wanted to end the story, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought they did a good job with the movie. Having not read the book, I thought the movie was really good. one of the ones that like I would go back and watch multiple times.
Agreed. Yeah.
And you're not always gonna get that.
Yeah. My only real complaint is the way they describe Mark Watney in the book. He does not look like Matt Damon.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough with casting. You know, I feel like when you read a book and you really like it, you get a picture in your head, and then you see they try and cast it, and you're like, this is not it. But like, you know, what are you supposed to do?
Right. The problem is like
he's gonna bring in the money. You know, he's a big Damon's a big time guy.
Oh, 100%. Andy Weir was a software engineer, and then he got into writing books. He hit it big with The Martian. But
No
in
kidding.
both
Cool.
books, he's extremely descriptive in telling you these guys are not attractive men.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
And objectively, Matt Damon's an all right.
Dude, he's an
looking
ugly
guy.
man. What are you talking about?
Same with Ryan Gosling. So like,
Horrible looking.
not that I have an issue with them playing this character. It's like in the book they specifically like
Who
gave
you,
these
all right, who
features.
you gonna cast though? If
That's a problem.
Because
Like,
you're about
probably-
to label. Who are you gonna label as
probably-
another person?
Right, yeah, they're gonna come after me, guys. I only have 60 episodes. Don't copyright me. I don't know what to do. Like I don't have a legal team. Like be easy on me. I don't know. Maybe like Steve Buscemi.
Oh man, I don't think he's the kind of guy that would be offended by that. He knows he's a unique looking person. He's
Just
made
like-
a career off of being unique looking.
Somebody just like, yeah, just not like your cookie cutter like Hollywood guy. Like anybody that was like a normal looking person, I feel like would have fit the role.
Dude, I'm thinking of now that you mentioned Buscemi, I'm thinking of him in what Spy Kids 2.
I forgot he was in that.
Dude.
Was that the one where that was when George Lopez was in, where they were on like the planet?
He makes like a bunch of like hybrid creatures. The CGI is god awful.
That was a
It like
pinnacle, bro.
popped up on YouTube for some reason. I don't know what the algorithm was thinking, but it showed up, and I was like, "Hey, I'll watch this." Little flashback, and I was like, "Good God, this is not aged well at all. It's awful looking."
The nostalgia's still there, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's still got it. It's still good. Good entertainment.
That's what I will say with all this stuff. I am convinced. So we had made mention of like the digital age we live in earlier,
Yeah.
and how many things are like in digital storage. What about subscription services? What about physical media? I've heard there's going to be a jump back towards physical media.
Yeah.
What do we think about that?
I like it personally. I mean, I subscribe to something called the Surfer's Journal, which is a surf magazine.
Money.
And they send it out every 2 months, and it's sick. I mean, I don't know. I can't even get behind the Kindle. I like paper. I like a book. I can flip a page. And the same thing with a magazine. Like, it's fun to look at Instagram and like look through all the pics and stuff, but I don't want to look at an article on my phone. I don't like looking at my screen that long.
Yep. It's a
I'd
good
much
habit.
rather look at a page in a magazine or a book. And I think it's all for the better getting back to more physical media with that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You know, I don't know. I try and limit phone exposure. You know, I know they've done all these studies like proving like the negative effects to it, but even just like physically just looking down, you know, that back of the neck
Yeah.
can sore. Like,
Gotta sit up.
oh, no, thank you. I guess you could say the same thing about a book, but I don't feel the same way because,
No.
you know, it's just something different about it.
Well, it's the screens put stress on your eyes too. There's been
Yeah,
multiple
maybe that's
studies
it. It's
done
just a
about that.
combination.
And as we move into the future, that's more of my job. I've got to look at a screen more than ever
Yeah.
before, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you do too. Like you
Yeah.
got to look at building specs, you got to reply to emails. You
Yeah.
have to. I mean, it's integrated
It's
into
the worst
our
part of the
careers.
job.
Yeah.
It's like, can't wait to dive into the computer for the next hour or two. When do I get to go back outside?
Yeah, I'm in estimating now, so unfortunately,
Are you really?
I'm restricted.
Oh, that's
I
gotta be tough, man.
I very much enjoy it.
Do you? It sounds incredibly daunting to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it.
It is.
Legitimately, it sounds-
We're general contractors, so I
Yeah.
don't need to do as many quantity takeoffs as maybe like a sub
Sure.
trade.
Right, yeah.
But still, like I have to verify everything, go over everybody's scopes. Like people omit and leave shit out all the time. They're
sure.
always trying to pull fast ones.
Yeah.
They're always trying to make a little bit extra margin.
Dude, who isn't? It's like half the game is like trying to catch him like, hey, I know this is expensive, but it's in your contract, dude.
Right.
You
You're
can't do
legally
this.
bound to this.
Have you read the spec, bitch?
But yeah, I like analyzing.
Yeah,
I like
all right.
logistics.
Yeah.
I like understanding monetary value. I still get to go out and visit a lot of these job sites.
That's nice, yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm in the office a bunch. I try to get outside and walk around, but I try to also get there and see the physical application.
Of course, yeah. You need an understanding of it that you can only attain by actually going.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy the amount I've learned by looking at building plans and even seeing stuff after. Like, I'm very interested. I just won a couple bids earlier on this year.
Nice.
So those jobs are about to kick off. I'm going to go out after they're done and see what happened.
Yeah.
How did I price all this stuff? Is this all what I thought it would look like? Yeah, whatever.
It is cool seeing a finished product.
Yes.
And knowing, like, you've had your hands on a part of it, and, like, the satisfaction you get from that is half the reason I do what I do. And I'm sure same for you. Like, I don't know. A finished job is awesome.
And it's things I feel good taking a part in.
Yeah.
I'm not working on a data center.
You might be. They're building them all over the damn place.
I know.
It sucks.
I know. I am worried about that.
It's nuts,
this
man.
came up in conversation earlier
It's
too.
nuts.
It's the infrastructure is my problem. Like, how do you get clean water to the people in that area?
Yeah.
How are you providing electricity? How are you not overstimulating the grid that's currently in place? Like, you give me answers to all those things. Go develop your
We're
AI.
dealing with supply issues because, like, these data centers bought up all the freaking chillers.
Yeah.
And we need 3 chillers for this building. And we're like, push back like another year because all of them are going to this damn data center. It's like, dude, how many do you need? They need
literally
like 20 or something like that.
I had the
It's
same
crazy.
conversation with one of our HVAC guys. He said that they have some sort of contract with Amazon or Google or whatever, and they're literally taking all of our stock for the next year and a half.
The big players are moving in. They're
Everything
they're
goes straight
cutting
to
in
them.
line, and it's like, I get it in a way, like
can
from a
you not
business
do that?
standpoint, like, you know, it's a lot of money, more than our little 3 are gonna rack up. But like, hey, what about ethics?
You remember what those are?
What
Like,
about being in line? I don't know, man.
it's crazy.
It's nuts for sure.
That's the issue with capitalism, though. We see lobbyists in people's pockets. They're like, "Hey, I'll slip you $60,000 if you can get me first in line for the steel."
Yeah.
Oh my God! How did you guys just jump us? Oh, I know this guy who knows that guy who knows this guy.
It is a who do you know game, Unfortunate, but at the same
It's
time,
in every industry, though.
yeah, it's everywhere. And like, I got my job because of a connection.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Actually, every job I've ever had was a connection of some sort. And like, you can't hate it. It's just the rules, man.
At what point do you play the game versus like giving up your own happiness, though? I think that's the real question.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
for sure.
you got to learn to manage that.
Yeah, having happiness in your life. I don't know. You gotta find it. You gotta seek it out, and you gotta be wise enough to recognize this isn't it. I gotta move on.
Yep.
Which takes self-awareness and courage.
It's hard. I have a story about that. I was in connections have worked for me a few times, but in school in the construction program, I had opportunity to do a lot of internships over the summer. So hammered that hard.
Yeah.
Freshman year, I worked at a lumber mill back home through a connection.
Sweet.
Actually. So doing that, it was so funny. It was Kyle's calling me.
He's been calling me too. I feel like I've been getting some rings.
Oh my God! Funny enough, we're talking about him. He might have just. So he said he lost his fantasy football league.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Oh, he was doing that today. That challenge.
Did he actually do it?
I don't know. He told me he was trying it today.
Grace told me that he and Coleman were just playing golf on the TV or some bullshit instead of hanging out.
Damn. All right. Got some problems with that, but
So I don't need to be talking shit on the pod, but
both of them have been on here, so they have equal opportunity to talk shit right back.
Come on back, bitch. Let me hear what you got to say.
Oh my God, I forget what I was talking about. It was a very important story. No. I remember now. No, Kyle calling me was more important. That was a great segue. Not what I'm talking about, but so I'd done a bunch of internships. And so, like I said, lumber company. And then I worked for an electrical subcontractor my sophomore year. I worked for a GC in Alexandria my junior year. My first senior year, I worked for Hewitt in, where was I? Oh, I was in DC. And then
Nice.
the following year, I worked for Kiewit again as another internship in DC again.
Okay.
So I ended up accepting a job with Kiewit out of college.
Yeah. It's a natural segue.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
You
So
already got the experience there.
I was in DC. So after school, I was like, oh, I'm going to get to live with all my buddies in DC. Yeah, let's sign a lease, whatever. Rah. They call me like 2.5 weeks before my start date. Hey, we wanted to let you know like where your office is going to be. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to go to Denver, Colorado. I said, excuse me? I said, I'd signed a lease here because I had my internship here. I thought it was going to be on the East Coast, whatever. So I'm like, you need to give me some extra time. So I get like 2 extra weeks. I have to break this lease. They help me partially with that. I had to find another roommate to move in, whatever.
Dang.
I move out to Colorado. I'm working 5 days a week, 10 hours. So a little bit extra, nothing crazy.
No,
and then I work one Saturday a month.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'll put in my time. Do that for 10 months. Oh, what's going on? We want to move you to another project. Okay. Where are you putting me? We want you in D.C. I'm like,
great.
Well, all my friends live there, so yeah, I'll make the move.
It's like,
So I moved back.
Tried to do that 10 months ago, man.
Right. I moved back. I'm on the Metro project. I'm working 11 days on, 3 days off, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. We've got the night shift.
That is hours.
So we finish it up. We have this huge like end of year party. They put me back on the night shift for punch list. I'm like, fuck you guys.
That sucks.
I'm like, I get somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want that to be me.
No one does that. Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So then I get through another couple weeks of that. They call me on my way into a shift. Hey, Tyler, we want you in Nebraska in 2 weeks.
Jeez. God, dude.
So I get home. I talk to Grace. I'm like, Grace, I'm over this. I was hoping they would put me in more of an office role or give me more responsibility after this one. Like I've done almost 2 years of like
all around
eating their shit, like doing the bidding, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to take my time. But I don't see any sort of, like, nobody's told me anything.
Yeah.
I haven't had a great conversation with the superior. I'm like,
No look
kind
at
of
trajectory upward.
right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in no man's land.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't do this. Also, this is a very important factor. I started trying to feel out the other people I was working with. Hey, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do for fun? Do you have a family? Like, how does that work with, like, this work?
Yeah.
Everything I was getting, I don't really spend a lot of time with my family. I don't have a ton of hobbies. Like, this is all I do. I'm like, well,
that doesn't sound great to me.
Yeah. I enjoy doing the podcast. I like to play golf.
Yeah.
I obviously enjoy collectibles, like gaming a little bit. Like, there's so many things I want to do outside of work.
Yeah.
And especially when I take that next step, you know, and have a family, like, I don't want to
be there, man.
Yeah.
You can't miss out on those years when they actually think you're the greatest thing ever.
Absolutely.
They're short, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got to do it. Yeah. It's
so
true.
making that transition has been huge for me.
Yeah.
I worked in a fucking grocery store for like 4 or 5 months after that to pay rent.
Why not?
But
yeah.
Ended up working out eventually after that, moving to Richmond, all that stuff. I had a job in between, but like, that's why we do those things, man. Like, it's just a life event. I couldn't do that anymore. I had to find something else, and it kickstarted another great opportunity.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you know, Denver's cool. What's in Nebraska? You got to get out of that.
Steaks and corn, baby.
You got to get out of that one. No, it's you got to take that chance and move on when the time is right, and notice, like, I'm not going anywhere that I want to be.
Right.
You know, it's huge, and it's scary. You know, to be honest, like, yeah, working the grocery store job, like, it's maybe a tough pill to swallow, but like, it works out.
Yep.
In the long run, it's really not that big a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
people are gonna be looking at my resume. Oh, why did you work here for 4 months?
They gave me a discount. Have you seen the price of eggs, dude?
Right, but like it's like the same thing. Like, once you get far enough removed from secondary education, college, not a lot of people ask about that anymore.
No, man. Yeah, I made a transition like a year ago now, after being at a job that I loved for 3 years, but there wasn't a pathway up.
Right.
And it was made very clear, like, hey, you're where you're at, and you're not going anywhere. That's not going to work. And it sucks. Like, I love the job. It was a great job. I love my job now, actually, which is great. Like, it was a good transition to something that I love, probably the same, if not more.
Right.
But it's like it sucks when you like need to find a new job. It sucks even more when you like need to leave a job you really like because it's just not going to get you where you need to be.
Yes.
But then you get to where you are now. It's like, man, I'm so thankful I did what I did, and like I've been so stoked on my job now, and it's worked out really well for me and my family. You got to take that chance.
Right. Yeah. There's not reward without risk.
For sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's a great example of taking the leap of faith.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in a comfortable place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where we get lost in comfortability sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying being comfortable is a bad thing, because I think you need to be to some degree.
You need to have a little bit of risk, a little bit of adversity, you know?
Yes.
Manufacture it if you have to.
And that's why I invest in cryptocurrency.
It's just to keep things on the edge.
That's right. I had a buddy on recently, a very interesting conversation. But yeah, it's being manipulated like the stock market. So it's like all the big players have stake in that too. I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta wait. I tried to get into something that was like the antithesis of that and not really working out. But
you took a chance, you know?
hey, I'm still alive, baby. I'm positive money. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, that's a win in my book. Like,
yes.
I don't know. All that stuff's, the finance stuff is just way above me. I try and keep it as simple as possible.
Yes.
I was never very good at that kind of.
It is
thinking, you know?
also meant to confuse you.
Yeah, I get that feeling. Because it does, dude.
How do you think financial advisors make their money? I'm a huge proponent of, like, you don't need one.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I have one. I love it.
Listen, though, like, I will argue on behalf of that if the convenience factor is worth it for you. If you are willing,
to me, I
right?
think,
That's what I'm saying. To each his own. Like, if you're not willing to look at it at all, and this guy's going to make you good returns, by all means, you use your money to do that, because that is important to you, so you can spend more time doing other.
That's
other
the thing
things.
is, I feel like if I didn't have that, I would be constantly thinking in my spare time, I really ought to be taking a look into this. It would just eat up everything,
Right.
you know, because you gotta think about it as like I'm looking out for my family's well-being and trying to protect our interests and keep us in a good place where I can provide a good life for my kids. And I would just get like bogged down in the worry, and I can't do that, man. I can't be worried.
Yep.
You can't stress about things outside your control. It's my kind of go-to.
Yeah, absolutely.
mantra, if you will.
No, and back to, we can circle back to the whole exercising thing. Anything that you can commit to and do consistently will benefit you in the long run. If you have a guy that you trust and you're like, hey, I trust you to make me, average return of the S&P is like between 7 and 10% a year.
Yeah.
If you can make me at least 8%,
good to go for me. Yeah.
Right. I have no
That's all
issues.
I'm
I
looking
trust
for.
that you're doing what's in my best interest with my money. Like, take it away.
Yeah.
But like, at my current age, I don't necessarily have the responsibilities that would take away from me doing this research myself.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to be on top of it and invest money now when I'm probably going to have less later when I have more funds and things to take care of is important.
It gets hard to save as more and more bills come up for I mean, daycare, food. I mean,
dude,
it's all crazy.
Let's talk about childcare costs.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, both you guys work. How do you juggle that? I know, like, there's that whole thing in Minnesota where that whole scam ring got busted.
I know.
Apparently,
that stuff is
it's really
nuts.
expensive, isn't it?
It is. Let's see. I think last year, because we get a little tax benefit from filing it. I think we spent like $13,000 for Graham throughout the year. And that's, as far as I can tell, at least in Virginia Beach, that's actually pretty good. Like, we looked at several options, and they're all, I don't know, like maybe $300, $350 a week. And it doesn't sound like a whole lot of money until you add it up, and you're like, oh man, this is a lot
This is like
of
my
cash,
rent
dude.
check.
And so, like,
Mortgage payment,
we're lucky that both of our parents are living in the same city. We had a lot of help early on, but we got Graham into daycare at 6 months, and we're about to do the same thing with Mason when he gets to 6 months, and it's just going to add on. I think we get like a 10% discount for having two. Whoop-de-doo, you know. I mean, I am thankful for it. Obviously, like any 100%. Savings is great, but like it feels a bit like chump change, you know, when you break it down. Like, damn, it's still like
so
crazy.
new philanthropy private equity firm. Should we create one for childcare? I mean, damn.
I would love that. I don't know, man. It sucks because like I'm a huge like advocate for being parents. Like I'm always pushing it. I get like
For sure.
really into like badgering all my friends and telling them to start having kids. It's a bit of a problem. I like have a few too many drinks and I'm like, when are you two gonna get on the train, man?
That's my favorite thing. When are you guys trying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
you
you're
know.
telling you're asking when they're gonna
If you
have
haven't
sex.
been if you haven't been doing it for the purpose of procreation, get on it. Kelsey be
Always
like,
makes
William,
me
you gotta
giggle.
stop doing that, man. You're like scaring people. I'm sorry. Just want everyone to jump bask in the glow that is being a father with me. It's great.
Dude, honestly though, like it's hard to knock you for it. You're just excited about it. It's something you're
Yeah.
passionate about. You enjoy it. You want other people to experience the same thing you have. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time understanding why you wouldn't want kids. I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't want to like insult anybody, but I have to feel like it's some sort of self-loathing thing. Like you don't want to create a miniature you and see all the things you love about yourself in another human.
Yeah.
And all the things you love about your partner. And
Yep.
I mean, that's even great. I like when Graham does stuff that reminds me of Kelsey, it just like is so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, like this is why I love my wife. And now here's another person who's got this same like just innate thing.
Yeah.
And he's unique in his own way. He's got his own little stuff. It's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, and yeah, they look at you and it's like, there he is, the greatest thing that's ever happened. And you're like, oh yeah, this
I'm
is
just
just
me.
a cool bump to me. Like I feel great right
Right.
now.
Yeah. That is awesome.
And even when they like are driving you up the wall and like you're like questioning why you even had kids, like 5 minutes later, they're being the sweetest thing ever, and you forgot all about that.
Right.
You know.
It's turning over a page in
Yeah.
a book.
It's. I mean, I don't know. I think everyone that can, obviously, if you can't for medical reasons, financial reasons, I get that. But if you were able to, it's the best, man. You got to do it. And just
100%.
it's a sacrifice.
Yep.
But it's like when you're ready to make that sacrifice, the return on investment, if you will, is immense.
Yeah. So we were at West Hampton for breakfast, and they have that little like soccer pitch across the street.
Yeah.
And there were kids just going crazy, and they were like 5-6 years old. And Grace and I were talking about it on the way there. I'm like, I am so excited to coach sports.
I know, right?
And, yeah.
I thought about that. Like, I can't be too much that dad.
I know.
but
I'm
wanna be
like,
a
am
little
I going to
bit
be
that
Mike Ditka
I
out
wanna
here
be a
yelling at
little
these
bit
kids
that
about
dad.
running plays and freaking pee-wee football?
Yeah. I'm excited about that part. To a degree. It
Yes.
depends on the sport. I mean, you can't push anything on your kid, but I really hope that my kids like sports that I enjoy watching, you know?
What would you least enjoy watching?
Soccer. I hate soccer, dude. I just
Guess
can't
what?
stand it.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, don't get me wrong, huge multinational global sport.
For sure.
I like the World Cup.
Yeah.
I've been starting to watch more Premier League. Both of my sisters played soccer. Watching
Yeah.
youth soccer, even high school soccer, is just not it for me.
I don't know, man. It's not fast paced enough for me. I like a fast paced game, high scoring, or not even high scoring, but like, my favorite games to watch are basketball and lacrosse. Like I love watching
Yep.
those two sports specifically.
Yep.
Because it's high intensity, it's fast, the ball's moving, requires good defense and offense. I don't know. I can get behind that. I can't do soccer. It's just so slow, and I don't understand the rules, man. This added time thing. It's stupid.
Just pause the clock.
Just pause the clock. Every other sport does it. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
So, I will do soccer, obviously,
Yes.
because you do that when they're kids. But I hope that it's just a transitionary sport to something far more entertaining for me.
I feel like it's also it is also a great sport for kids to do at a young age. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good cardio. It's good teamwork.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
you have to understand how to play together.
Yeah.
If for nothing less. Yeah.
Yeah.
I frequently have a lot of soccer fans on the podcast, so I have to
Really?
be careful what I say regarding
Sorry,
that.
sorry. to
Not
all
my
y'all out
favorite.
there.
Have been getting more into it. But yeah, not my favorite to play. Not my favorite to watch.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't help that I sucked at soccer. Could not
Yeah.
really do it. But yeah, it's not for me.
Bro,
Selfishly.
I got a trophy from the Green Goblins in the other room. It's like 2002 is 5.
You still have trophies?
Hell yeah.
Dude, my mom has all my stuff like that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sure she wants me to take it. Kelsey's like, no. Or she's don't bring that into my house.
My mom just moved, so she was cleaning out all her shit, and she's like, you have to take this or I'm throwing it away. I was like, don't put me in that position.
You took it.
Yeah, I took it.
You were a good son.
I've got. Well, I mean, judging, look at the shelves I got in the room. I keep a lot of fun shit.
That's a fair point. Oh man, yeah. I'm trying to transition my garage into kind of a man den type thing, but it's tough because I got all this other crap in there, tools and paint and bikes.
That's been a blessing for me.
Yeah.
We haven't had like a storage, so we have that shed back there, but our landlord uses it for like lawn equipment. Thankfully, we do not have to maintain the lawn in the lease.
Yeah,
I was ecstatic about it. But however, I don't have tools, which probably is a good thing because I would spend way too much time invested in building things.
It's fun, dude.
But I'm kind of pissed because I do want that. It's also a monetary investment.
Yeah.
Good tools are not cheap.
No. That was the great thing about my last job is I was able to get a lot of tools for work.
Yes.
Which was nice. And
what are you a Milwaukee guy? Are you a Bosch guy?
I went Ryobi. I went cheap because my thought process was if I ever leave this job or get let go, I can still afford to get more tools in this line. Whereas like if I went with the expensive brands, like it's gonna be a lot more money if I had to buy it myself.
Fix a part or do whatever.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not like working daily. I don't need stuff that's gonna last forever. I need something that's gonna last long enough. And if it gets me through a few years, I don't mind if it breaks down. I have to get a new one. They're not that expensive.
Right. By the time my saw blade retires in 15 years, we'll have robots cutting my boards.
I'm not so like worried about the status symbol of my tool. Just want it to be functional.
People are about that, man.
I know. I've caught some shit for it. And it's like, dude, I just don't give a shit about it. Like,
if it works,
I don't care.
So it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
I want a garage so bad. Yeah. I want to build like a little golf simulator. There's so many things for a room like this that need to be custom made.
The golf simulator is wild. My father-in-law has one. I don't even golf, and I'm like, this thing is cool. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just to just nail it and play Pebble Beach virtually. You're like, this is sick.
I'd have to pay $700 a night to play here.
Yeah,
this is cooler.
So I just go over to their house and
they don't Miller Lite here.
Open a bottle of wine on top of everything. It's great.
But yeah, so many custom things I feel like that need to be made for like a room like this. I just like that's what I want it for. I want to build out a desk. I want to build out I would like a Knights of the Round Table situation so I can have like 5 people and like just be.
We redid the office before the second baby came and like built the whole thing out, and it was, intense labor of love, but it came out really well. Like I'm very satisfied, especially like I got like a whole bunch of butcher block to make the desktop with, and I made this big old L desk with it, and like it just came together so nice. I sealed it up with like this really clear sealant so the color didn't change like a little bit.
Yeah.
And like people come over and they're like, oh my God, this is insanely good looking. And it's like, yeah, I know.
Thank you.
I'm aware.
Let me just go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. No, but man. Like we were saying earlier, the satisfaction, I like to create. So I want to, and I want things my way, not necessarily what is the best or the most popular. Like there's so many things I would just change around just a little bit.
Well, yeah, you like if you're in a space and you have an idea of it in your mind and you think about it for like a long time, you know exactly what you want, and like just realizing it is the challenging part. But once you do and you're like, this is exactly what I had envisioned, it's super cool. You're like, damn, came together just right.
This room would be totally different if we owned this house too.
Yeah. Are you thinking about buying anytime soon, or are you just?
Yes. Yeah. I've been looking. It's tough.
I used to look just for fun, just to see if there's anything better out there. And I got just like depressed about the prices. I was like, our house is pretty sick. Looks like we're in it for a while.
Right.
It's hard, man.
That's my thing. The market's tough right now. So like, I'll look intermittently, but right now I'm just focused on making sure if the time comes when that's possible, we'll have the cash.
Yeah, no, that's key. Cause like I'll never forget, like the most stressed I've ever been in my life was house shopping. Cause like we saw a house, and the realtor was like, if you don't make an offer by the end of the day, it'll probably be gone. I was like, this is the most major investment of my life. You want me to just decide in the next couple hours? You're nuts. And I do not respond well to that kind of pressure. I like to think about big decisions. It took me...
As any sane person would.
I do consider my wife to be a sane person, but she was like, this is it, let's go. And I was like,
hold on a second.
What about the myriad issues that could be present that we don't know about? Let's talk about this.
Yeah, you're a construction guy too, so even you're thinking about it even more.
Yeah, and we ended the second house we looked at is the house we live in now, and it has been a good house. Some things have been, thorns in my side about it, but I think you're gonna find that almost anywhere.
Sure, that's home ownership.
It's part of the game. You trade off dealing with the landlord and having no agency to, oh man, the dishwasher's broken. Now I have to buy a new one. This sucks.
Yeah,
but pros and cons. I don't know. It was tough. It was tough to make that call and be like, all right, let's do it. I guess.
I just want to build some equity. Like that's what I'm worried about too. Like I'm paying somebody else's mortgage.
Yeah, we bought at the right time. Like we got in with that great interest rate that everybody still talks about how amazing it was.
Yes.
And that was really good because now the house is worth way more than it was when we bought. And that's awesome. Yep. Well, it's not great. Property tax is definitely higher.
Sure.
But
especially in Virginia Beach, I'm sure.
Yeah. It'll be nice when and if we sell.
This is totally off topic and different. How are the counties divided there? I know Richmond, we're in Richmond City right now, and so the property tax is higher, but there's Chesterfield, Henrico, a lot of districts around us. How does that work? I don't deal much in permitting stuff. Permitting process here is miserable.
Is mildly embarrassing. I didn't know what counties were until I got to college, and everyone was like, "Oh, I'm from this county, that county. Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from the city of Virginia Beach. What the fuck are you talking about counties?"
But hey,
are you mispronouncing country?
I went to Virginia Tech, and I thought everybody was from Nova. I was like, "Oh, you're from Villanova."
Dude, we talked about this before. Yeah.
I was like,
I also had not heard the term Nova until I got to college, and I was like, "What?
That's crazy."
Like Alexandria, I was like, "I know what that is."
What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I still to this day I've never looked into it because I don't know. I guess I never cared about it. I don't know. I don't know if Virginia Beach has counties or what county we're in. City of Virginia Beach. I don't know. That's all I know about it, man.
We looked at a project in Charles City County.
Charles City County,
which is near you guys, near Norfolk, I think.
Okay, I wonder where the hell that is.
It's close. I think it's between Williamsburg and Virginia Beach.
I feel like growing up in Hampton Roads, you think of Portsmouth, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Hampton, all these different cities. That's those are the dividing lines.
Right.
And then you get up to Richmond and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm from this county, that county," all these places surrounding the city. And in my mind, I'm like, why don't y'all just say you're from Richmond and call it a day? I mean, it's the city that you're closest to. That's it, right?
Right.
Maybe Virginia Beach is divided. I mean, there's Sandbridge, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a separate, I don't know, maybe it's a county. I have no idea. It's a separate area of the beach, and that I understand, but it's still Virginia Beach technically,
I wonder that has to do with identity.
Yeah.
I feel like people like to belong from a certain place. Maybe people from Virginia Beach, like Bruce. Bruce is a great example. Yeah. Bruce, Hannah's boyfriend. He's from the 757. He tells me about it every chance he gets. I'm like, maybe people from your area are just proud to be from that area, and there's no difference in being from.
We typically are, yeah.
Yeah,
at least the people I know,
So it's different, culture thing.
It's tribal in a way, Everyone likes to be like, this is my people,
Dude, sports is a great representation of that.
Oh yeah.
Good example. I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
I did know this, yeah.
If you were a Baltimore fan or a Browns fan, I'd be pissed at you just because I'm pissed at you. You know what I mean? Because
Thankfully,
of my tribalism.
I'm not either of those, but unfortunately, I am a Redskins fan, so
that's okay.
Yeah, no,
I won't hate on you.
It's been a hard life,
We talked about it a little bit earlier because one of the guys was a Washington fan, and I don't know if you watched the draft the last few days. You guys picked very well. You've been doing nice since Snyder left a few years ago.
It won't matter. Not for a few years at least. I have cautiously optimistic, but it won't be for a few more years. The fact that we had a great season, not this past season, but the season before, I think was a fluke. you know. Yeah.
So,
No, I mean, we have good players and things went well for us, but like last year it was the exact opposite.
Right.
So, almost same team, but shit did not go well.
Yeah, Jaden Daniel, you lost less, or you lost more close games. Jaden Daniels was injury ridden.
Yeah.
But I think, all things considered, they put themselves in a good spot going forward.
Fair
and
enough.
that's all you can ask, especially in the pro sports league. You know.
I'm not up on current stuff because of
Sure.
taxes on my time, as we've talked about. But I did look into it a little bit, and it sounded like last year we had a great line, like great offensive line, which is what you need to protect a quarterback like Daniels. And they sucked. I mean, maybe it was just an off year for a bunch of them. I don't know. Maybe they just need more time to work as a unit, and then they can be
a little young.
Successful, and do the job that they need to do, which is really, I think, the key to their success is like you develop that line, sky's the limit. Because Daniels can get it there if he's protected.
Yes. You understand the basis of football is the trenches, the offensive defensive line. You have a shitty one of those, you're not going to be a good team. Current news you might not know about that's huge
Probably
in the college football world. The Keydets were in the media recently.
Dude, okay.
I'd heard about this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I do know segue.
Yeah.
I was listening to the D Mills episode, and he was talking shit about the Keydets football team, and I was like, I'm going to call this guy up and fucking let him have it. Yes, we do suck, but let's not talk about it.
No, apparently there's been more emphasis on. It was like a whole radio segment that I listened to recently. To and from work, I typically listen to. I think it's 106.1. It's like ESPN Richmond radio.
Nice.
And there was some media press conference, and the school is trying to adapt to NIL. So they're trying to spend a little bit of money to bring players in to play on the football and basketball teams.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't even know if you have a basketball team, but I know football for sure.
We were actually pretty decent at basketball when I was there. It was an enjoyable team to watch. They were competitive. They got good crowd work, they were good service and I don't know. Like I said, I just like basketball more as a sport than most other sports. The pace is just great.
Yes.
For me. But no, we were pretty good back in my day when I was a college student. I don't know about now.
So they're trying to contribute more money to NIL.
Yeah.
And they're trying to ease, I guess, restrictions on the kids because it's it's less enticing to come to a military institute and play sport.
I know.
So they're trying to figure out how they can adapt that to bring athletes in.
It's a tricky situation.
I'm like, you don't want to give up one of the trademarks of the school to appease these kids that are coming here for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, you want to continue tradition. Like, this is an important institution for a reason.
It's a problem because the normal students there will have an issue with that.
Yes.
It's just bred into our culture.
Absolutely.
Think that
I can see why.
Yeah, well, the whole concept is no one is above this. We're all at the bottom to start out with. That's the whole game. And it makes it so it's you don't care who you are, where you're from, your background, any of that shit. None of it's important. You're just in it together, in the shit,
Right, absolutely.
And I mean, if you let certain people have a leg up, it's going to create animosity in some way, earned or not. It's an unfortunate truth. Nobody likes to feel like they're at the bottom when someone else is getting the leg up.
Yep.
But I get the, I don't know, sports is tough because, it's a great provider of joy. It's a good, morale boost.
Yeah, brings people together.
It's tricky at a place like VMI. It was tricky when I was there. Probably always will be, unfortunately. But I don't know.
When it all comes down to it, it's all about monetary value nowadays. I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
It kind of almost ruined college basketball for me. Now it's almost like
It
NBA
has.
fouls, ISO. They don't run offenses anymore. It's not built on culture. You haven't had the same coach with the same core group of 5 guys for 3 years,
Dude,
right?
It's another reason why I've gotten kind of fallen out of watching sports because I was always a college guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched NFL growing up, but I was always a college sports guy, and I get it. I get the other side of the argument, but for me as the fan, and just to see the development, some of these kids could be great players if they're developed properly in college, which they're not going to get if they're jumping around schools trying to get play time. I mean, earn your playing time. the way it's supposed to be. I mean, you know, it's easy for me to say from this chair.
Sure, and
but,
you can't fault the kids for taking $1 million payday to go to another
I
school.
absolutely don't, dude. You know, they're taking advantage of a system that they didn't put in place.
Agreed.
Good on them. It's smart, but you know, for the longevity of their career, I don't know. I think an argument can be made that it's not good for that, but
it almost ruins the integrity of the sport somewhat.
Yeah, to me,
which kind of hurts it for me. Like, go get your bag. Like, if they're offering you $2 million, I'm not going to fault you at all for going to take
definitely not
take that opportunity. Yeah. But like, the whole reason I love sports, I think the reason I most love sports is you learn how to work together with other people. Like, golf is the only sport, well, that I play that's primarily solo. And even then, I'm competing against myself with a partner. Yeah. I play with Kyle. Yeah. So, like, I'm with somebody else. I lean on him for certain stuff. Tyler, calm your shit. You're being an idiot. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Take it back down a notch, you know?
I feel like it's a love of the game type thing for me. Like,
yes,
when money is the driving factor behind sports, it takes something away from me. And I think the only exception for the pros that I can see, like, just visually, is hockey. Like, these guys they just love hockey. Clearly, it's not about the money. I don't think. I mean, it is. Of course, it's a way of making a living. But like, you know, you can tell, like, it's because they love the game, and that was something that you found in college sports everywhere before. And I just don't feel like it's there anymore because money's been introduced and complicated the matter. You know, I don't like it, but I don't make the rules.
That's right. It's just so crazy how it's tied up in, like, the judicial system and with lawmakers and all that stuff. And that's just beyond my knowledge birth and beyond my care level. Like, why are we making college sports a federal problem? Like,
beats me, man. I don't know.
I mean, I could explain it. It's the media deals and the conference realignment, and it's ad revenue money.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, if you're not in the SEC and you're not a huge program, you're not making shit, and then you got to support all the other programs at your school. Like, all the other ones, they're all money losers. Yeah. Football is a huge money maker.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, I feel like it demonstrates a lack of understanding for what makes it an enjoyable thing. Agreed. Like, the reason people are invested is not this.
Right.
And, you know, I don't know. The long-term effects, it may not be the same output they were hoping for.
We're very critical of the NIL here on the Slanted Attic experience.
I mean,
I'd like to preface that for sure.
I do like that personally because I don't care for it very much.
It, like you said, there's no more ethos. Like, the kids don't care anymore. There's no more buy-in. Like, the whole argument, we had a really, really long discussion on another podcast. I think it was the D Mills one or one of our sports podcasts about the whole James Franklin hiring at Virginia Tech. And he brings an old school system in.
Yeah.
He's going to recruit, not necessarily a transfer portal guy, not necessarily looking to spend big money, but can you even compete with that attitude anymore?
Do you think that's going to work? Because, I mean, plenty of great coaches left because they're like, I can't do this. This is not me. And I'm not going to compete with something that, you know, how are you supposed to compete with that?
Right. So, like, is this even a great hire for us? I think it's good, but
it depends. It depends on how you define.
Right.
You know, good hire. You know, it depends on how successful he can be. It's tricky. I don't know.
Yes. And I always equivalent it to the Big Ben situation in Pittsburgh. Like, we've known NIL transfer portal is going to be an issue for probably, like, when I went into school in 2016, like, people were talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, you knew that it was coming.
Yeah.
It was coming.
Yeah.
And they didn't officially do it till, like, 2020 or 2021 or 2022 that time. But, like, you know, like, I as a student, as a casual fan, knows this is going to be an issue in 5 years.
Yeah.
You're an athletic director. You're a program director. You're invested in the sport for the next 5 decades of this school. You should have a contingency plan.
You gotta be on it. Yeah.
Pittsburgh didn't have that with Big Ben.
Yeah.
They drafted Kenny Pickett. He sucked. Oh my God, we're in quarterback purgatory. We don't know what to do with ourselves. Like, you have to have some sort of contingency plan. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's not really a hard concept.
Right.
Yeah. My dad always used to say this because he was a coach and an athlete, and he was like, sports is not complicated. It's very simple, you know, and all this extra fanfare, fluff, whatever, You're complicating something that is simple at its core. Just do it. Just do it the way it's supposed to be done. It's not going to be that hard. Run the ball up the middle.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that complicated.
Right. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting, though, how we see the evolution of athletics. Like, these guys we see play on TV, like all the pro sports athletes, they're huge. They're so
Massive,
fast.
man.
They're unbelievable.
It's insane. It's kind of crazy. But, I mean, I'm not very learned, but it seems like injuries are just crazy now and have been for some time. But, like, you would think.
It's because I personally believe they're larger and faster than ever before.
Yeah.
They're just using, I mean, it's physics.
Yeah.
They are applying more force to either their Achilles when they're stepping into the ground, or they're hitting a guy, or they're tackling somebody, lands on his head. Like, it's just amplified force. Just getting hit harder.
Sucks, man. I wouldn't want to be out there.
Would you do it for $20 million a year, though?
Maybe I'd be like a backup kicker. That'd be pretty cool.
There you go. Best. Okay, so obviously I know you're an athlete. I would want to play. But, like, if you weren't a starter, what's the best job in sports?
The best job in sports if you're not a starter?
Yeah, I've got mine.
Oh, God, I don't know, man. It's weird. Because if I was going to be a professional athlete now, and this is, like, off the beaten track, I'd want to be a surfer.
Yeah, sure.
Because you get to travel to, like, incredible places, just beautiful spots, see all this different culture, but, like, it's not like a team type thing. It's an individual sport.
So I would consider that, as long as you are not like a top contender, it's just something you would do as, like, a passion or a hobby, but you're competing at the professional level.
Yeah. I mean, there's only, like, I think 34 guys on the world tour.
Oh, wow.
In the world.
I didn't realize it was that tiny.
It's tiny. Well, I mean, surfing's not, like, huge compared to some of these sports. I mean,
there's not a ton of places to do it, I guess, either, unless you're in a concentrated area.
Yeah, it's massive in Australia and Brazil. They freaking love it down there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of surfing here, but it's very coastal oriented, obviously.
Sure.
Especially, like, I mean, Hawaii and California, different story. But, like,
right.
there's only 34. I think the women, it's even smaller. It might be like 22 or something crazy.
Do you know the name Shane Dorian?
Yeah. I love Shane Dorian.
Okay, I was going to say, I've seen a couple of his podcasts with Rogan.
He's
extremely interesting character.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like, you talk about fearless, the stuff he's done, I can't even fathom. Big wave surfing is a totally different game. Like, it takes a different headspace that I don't think I could get myself into. It's just you have to be a certain type of person.
Yeah, psycho a little bit.
A little bit, man. Just like, I mean, I don't know.
You're going to go surf, what, 100-foot wave? Like, do that?
It's crazy. And the biggest wave I think I've ever surfed is like 10 or 12 feet.
That's huge.
And I was like shitting bricks. I was like, just got to make it down the line and make it out. I wasn't even thinking about trying to do any turns or nothing. Just make the drop, get out.
Yeah.
And just to say I've done it. And that's like, I'm coming from Virginia Beach. The waves get like overhead once or twice a year if we're lucky. I'm not used to the big waves like they are in like the real deal spots like Tahiti and Hawaii and all that stuff. But I mean, to imagine like a 10-foot wave, like, I don't know, the height of this room.
Yeah.
Multiply that like by 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Like, that's crazy. It's just crazy.
It's almost unfathomable. I mean, I've seen the videos, and like, it's hard to even, when you see the guys surfing, it's even hard to judge in relation, like how tiny he is compared to the height of that wave.
Well, it's not even just the height, but like the amount of water, like width-wise.
Yeah, sure.
Like, it's so much. It's crazy. But they've got those, I don't know if you like have looked into this all. They got the inflatable packs, like the life vests that they wear. And like, if you go down, you can hit a button or pull a cord and it inflates and brings you back up. And like, I think since they invented it, Shane Dorian might have been involved with inventing it.
Really?
I'm not positive on this, but I think he might have been heavily involved in inventing this. Since they've done it, there have been no drownings in big wave surfing.
Wow.
There have been injuries, obviously.
Well,
but,
sure, yeah.
I don't think there's been any drownings. I could be wrong about that, but
even if they've reduced, I mean, even if there's 3 over the past 5 years, they've probably reduced that number by dozens, significant amount.
One or
that's
none,
awesome.
Yeah. It's cool. Couldn't pay me to do it, but it's sick. I do want to see it though. That'd be sick. Like, we went to Portugal over the summer, and it's not big wave season over there, but You know,
Right.
Kelsey was like, "Do you want to go to Nazaré and see the waves?" And I was like, "If we were coming when it was the season, yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Just to be there and witness it. I mean, you feel it. I've heard. I haven't done it myself yet. No, because my dad went to Tahiti, and there's a spot in Tahiti called Chopu,
Okay.
and it's one of the heaviest waves in the world. And when it hits the reef, he was like, you feel it like in your chest and your heart.
Yeah.
And he was like, I've never experienced anything like, you know, he was in the military. He's been to, you know, been overseas,
Sure,
militarily, and like he was like, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. It's just crazy, and it'd be cool to see that once, at least in my life, like a wave that just kind of just shatters reality to you, and it's like, I can't believe something this powerful exists in the world.
That's what's that? That's a grand slam in the World Series type action. That's a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. That's a game-winning shot in Game 7 of an NBA Finals. That's a lifetime moment for that sport.
Just changes like everything.
Yeah.
You know, once you've been through it, God, you can only imagine. You know.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
That'd be so neat. That'd be so neat. Yeah. Gotta stay consistent with the hobbies, man. I love that shit.
Yeah.
God,
yeah.
I'd love to try surfing. I'd be terrible at it.
Dude,
my balance is
come
awful.
down to the wave park, man. That's the one thing is we got the wave park in Virginia Beach now, so there's always waves.
Interesting. I will 100% do that. I'll make a fool of myself. I'll get hurt.
They got okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful because it's concrete bottom. My cousin split his face open, and like right after he did it, they mandated that you wear helmets in like the most extreme barrels that they offer, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah,
but they
Fair
offer
enough.
like like lessons, like on soft boards, like ankle biter waves, something to kind of
All right.
get your feet a little wet.
Make a day out of it. That sounds like so much fun.
It's the coolest place, man.
Yeah.
They did a good job. I say that my company built it.
Okay. Well,
That's right. Yeah.
you're like, I thought it was like more of like I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Like we drafted this guy. It's no, you actually contributed it.
I can say I worked on it for like a day or two. I came in like right as we were ending it. That's when I started. They were finishing it up,
but you were actively employed with this company, so
I
it's
was
a we.
down there. I was on the job site for a few days, doing some work, but
That's neat.
yeah, it's super cool, man. And it's also kind of like, it's wild that you can build something like that, you know?
People are creative.
I know, man. They say,
I wish we would stop putting up these freaking stupid cookie cutter like multifamily projects.
I hate multifamily, man. I get it. I get where they're coming from. It's smart, but God, yeah. I love when you go into a neighborhood and you can tell every house is built by a different person and each one's unique.
Yes.
It's just kind of like a breath of fresh air. Man, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
You know, you got to weigh the pros and the cons of it all. I get it from a monetary standpoint. It's easier just to punch them out.
Yep.
But
and it's a smaller square footage, smaller disturbed area. You just build higher.
I could not live in a building where I had to share walls with someone that I wasn't related to ever again. I don't like. I swear, like the last place I lived, where I had to share walls, like I wanted to kill the neighbor. Just couldn't do it anymore. It's like I gotta get away from people. Like I can only tolerate someone driving me nuts if I'm related to them. You know, I can handle that.
That's right. Yeah, apartment living is not my favorite.
No, it's hard.
There's
a time and place for it.
Yes. Oh, agreed. I mean, college was a great time for it. I saved a lot of money.
Yes, yeah.
Doing it that way.
And also just when you're young and like you can just it doesn't matter as much.
Right.
Yeah, you get to a certain age and you're like, God, I hate this. I want something separate.
Some people do like it though. To each their own. Again.
Oh yeah.
But
if it's your bag, I'm not gonna knock you.
I want
for
a garage with a golf simulator and tools.
Yeah.
Which I have not purchased yet.
Garage life is good. That's pretty nice.
I'm jealous. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little jealous.
Don't be too jealous. It's a work in progress. I've got a lot of work to do on it, and it's the kind of thing.
It's part of the fun, though.
I know, but it's like it's one of those things where like it's not in ours is a detached garage, so it's something that like Kelsey doesn't go into that often, so it's not a thing that she cares about as much. So it's like, why am I going to invest time in the garage when I could be putting it into something that will affect her more directly, and therefore me more directly?
Yes,
as a consequence.
Yes. Yeah, so it's like lower on the totem pole.
It is, yeah. You know, you got those things where it's like, this is a project that's going to be probably several years in the making. I'll get to it in bits and pieces. Like I just put up some pegboard and I hung all my tools on it, and they're all organized. And it's
That's
like,
huge.
I walk in there, I'm like, oh yes, this is sick. Everything's right where it needs to be. I have to dig through buckets, various tools anymore.
Yeah, I feel a little constrained in this space. I have too much shit, and I just need probably another 50 square feet, and then I can build shelves or like put storage things and then have it sorted out. It's just
you gotta do a purge every now and then too, and just like, because it adds up. You just all of a sudden you have no space anymore. You're like, I had so much room when we moved in here. What happened?
I've accumulated a bunch of stuff. I'm a very good organizer and packer.
I feel like that's key if you're a collecting guy.
Yes. Yeah. I have a ton of shit, but you'd be amazed if I pulled it out of storage because it's all in like very organized like boxes, except for the wires bin. Yeah,
that's tough to organize them, man. Like and make it look clean.
I spent this was years ago. I spent an entire day. Bought rubber bands off like Amazon, organized every single wire I had. Of course, no longer, but
yeah, did it work?
For like 2 weeks.
Damn. Oh.
And then like when I went to go put some back in there, I just threw it in, and then it got tangled, and it was over.
Yeah, dude. You organize like a junk drawer or something, and you're like, "This is great. We're gonna keep it just like this." Never happens.
Never. That's all right. That's all right. I have too much shit anyway. I should get rid of some stuff. But again, most of these items bring fond memories of some.
No, yeah. I mean, if it has value,
and it has. I mean, most of these items up here has some sort of value. Yeah. And the stuff I have down here.
I mean, yeah, you got signatures on all 4 of those up there. So
yes,
that's got value for sure.
That's Steelers, and I got Sammy Sosa that's signed up here above the door. Nice. I've got Mark McGuire down low. Got a couple graded comic books, a couple graded Pokemon cards.
Dang.
I found a 1980 Topps rookie Ricky Henderson card.
Where do you go to find stuff like this? Like, where are you looking when you're collecting rare items, I guess?
This was my personal collection. I just never went through it. My parents collected
when you say you found
cards.
it, you meant you found it by digging through stuff that you already had. Nice.
And then I had
like finding a 20 in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly. I had done a ton of flea markets when I was in high school.
Okay.
And so I accumulated a lot of stuff from that. But now a lot of people asking, Kyle, these are all Kyle's cards over here. I've just finished kind of going through them.
Oh, yeah?
I'm about to make a price index, and I'll pay them accordingly to kind of what they're worth.
Has he tried to get you on the Warhammer game yet?
He's
been pushing it hard.
I've been asking him to play. I'm like,
really?
I'm like, let me watch you.
Dude,
I'm like, I have no idea. I was like,
I
would
get
need
behind the financial investment to get all the pieces, man.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't have pieces. If you would have extra, I would love to play. But I was like, just let me watch you guys maybe the first round.
I'm in the same boat. Like, I could be interested in playing, but I don't know enough about it, and like I'd like want to learn through observation a bit.
Yes, and it's a time investment too.
The financial investment. It's daunting to me.
Yes, I'd be into it though.
He's been pushing it hard though.
Huge board game guy.
I was like, dude, let's just play Catan, man.
Yes. Full circle moment. First thing we talked about was Catan.
It's,
before the podcast.
Quite phenomenal. It's a wonderful game.
One of my favorite tabletop games of all time.
Nobody wants to play with me down there, man. I can't get a gaming crew in the beach. It's the only downside.
Grace got me a new version. It's like Age of Extinction.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
What are the added parameters?
So we haven't played the whole game. We started to learn it. It's a lot of like trading and like tokens and stuff like that. So it's actually very different from a lot of the other versions that I've played. My favorite one that we played is probably the Spacefarers, if you've seen that one.
I've seen Seafarers, but not Spacefarers.
Spacefarers, it's a board like the size of this table. There's like rocket ships you have to build pieces on. It's wild.
That's insane, yeah.
Super neat. But tabletop gaming is making a resurgence too, man.
Dude, it's another thing where it's like, oh man, there's got to be more out there that I want to do, but it's like the books. Who's played them? I need accurate, dependable reviews.
Yes.
And then find people to play with. That's the problem. Dude, I tried to play with Kelsey this one game, and she was like, I don't like this rule. Let's just make it this instead. And I was like, you can't do that. Like, if we just abandon the rules, we're not even playing anything.
Yeah. I mean, what's the point of the game?
I don't like that, so I'm not going to do it that way. So, okay. I'm going to make another drink.
Yeah, I'm a big rule follower when it comes to games and shit like that.
But I mean, that's the whole point behind the
Yes.
game. Like, the rules are there to hold the game in structure,
Right.
right? I don't know. I mean, like a simple rule flex that doesn't break the entirety of the game, I can get behind. Like, I can play with some house rules.
Right. Yeah.
But the core tenets of the game that hold it together, you can't mess with those. Otherwise, we're just, a bunch of idiots sitting around a table doing nothing.
Right.
Oh
man, we played so much Catan in college. We had a couple of variations that we would occasionally play, but my favorite part was just yelling at each other.
Yeah, the aggression is enjoyable, especially when you're the one who's like just way out in front.
Yes.
And you're like, yes, this is great. You can't touch me now.
I used to try to cause so much shit.
You say used to. Last time we played, I don't remember you not causing shit.
Yeah. If I'm behind, I'm causing shit. If I'm ahead, I'm just low key. You want to. Games like that are mental just as much as they are like odds based.
It's a whole bunch of mental.
Yeah. I mean, if you play the odds logistically perfectly and still lose the game because somebody made a stupid trade or made a stupid move, so you got to get in their heads. You got to just play a little bit. Coleman's so easy to get out.
He gets so frustrated, man.
I know.
It's quite enjoyable. I do like that, but he doesn't want to play with me anymore. Maybe now that he's won, he'll
let him win a few times.
Come back to the table.
They always come back. You let them win a couple times, they always come back to play, and then you just beat their ass.
Another game. Have you got into Rummy Cube?
We have it here. We played it recently.
Solid.
I've played a lot of like gin rummy and rummy, so it's very similar.
Yeah.
But
dude, oh man, it's an easier game for people to get on board with.
Yes.
It doesn't take as much mental, fortitude as Catan does. At least not from the outset. Looking in, you think, oh, I can do this a lot. It's still like you gotta be planning moves ahead.
Right.
If you're good, but you see it from the outside, like, oh, I could play this. This won't take too much of my mental energy.
Right.
That's how you bring them in.
Yes.
But yeah,
exactly.
I love that one.
Smoke 'em.
It's a lot of fun.
I can't beat Coleman at chess though.
Dude, he's good at chess.
Almost beat him in Pennsylvania. I was like probably 5 moves away.
Dude, I beat him one time, and I think it was absolutely a fluke. But I also think he might have been taking it a little easy on me because he kind of locked in and then just smoked me in the next game. And I was like, all right, man, I'm done.
I also don't know the strategy. I know what all the pieces do, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, I don't know openings or counters or anything like that. It's like I know the way the pieces move, and I know the goal of the game.
I just try to play differently every time I play against him to catch him off guard. Try to find something he won't expect.
I think that can work.
Play really aggressively or really soft, and then hope.
I think that can work, but only like once in a blue moon type thing. It's like it's gonna work for you eventually, but like it's not a winning strategy every time.
Bro, I'm gonna dance all over him when I fucking beat him for the first time. I've only played him like 5 times, but it's gonna happen, and then it's gonna be constant.
Dude, you got to.
Remember that time I beat you in chess?
It's part
remember
of it.
That?
It's all part of the whole deal. It's the reason we do it. Winning is fun, but ridiculing your friends
is the funnest.
It's the best.
Using good grammar. All right, how much time we got left on here?
Oof. Let's see. It's 1:25. I told Kelsey I'd be home a half an hour ago.
Okay, so even so, we only have 10 minutes left on there. Okay. All right, fantastic. That went by way quicker than I was expecting. Closing arguments. Brought this up last time. We're in a courtroom. You have to present something.
Oh, man.
What are your closing arguments? I'm putting you on the spot.
About what?
About anything.
Closing.
No, is there anything that you came in today expecting to talk about that we didn't really get a chance to touch base about?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think, closing arguments is come to the beach and surf the wave pool. It's sick. Start a family if you're able because it's the greatest thing ever. And, don't be too serious all the time. Keep it light. Enjoy life. Find the joy in life. It's there. It's pretty easily attainable if you just look for it. And, keep the faith, man.
Yep. All right, so I'm expecting a TED Talk out of you after that motivational segment.
Dang. I'll have to prepare.
No, that was fantastic. I really appreciate you taking the time to come over here, first of all.
Yeah, man. It was fun.
Second of all, very sad we couldn't get your beautiful face on video. We'll do that next time.
I know. It's devastating for the fans.
I know. Devastating for the viewers. all the viewers out there, they needed that.
Next time, man.
That's right.
That's right.
We'll just have to do it again.
I'm in. We'll talk about more stuff. It'll be great.
Money, more stuff, more subject matter,
more good quality information.
That's right. William, again, appreciate you, man. This was fantastic. Probably almost 2 hours worth of stuff.
Dang.
We were here for a while.
Yeah.
Felt like 20 minutes, and then I knew I had to piss again, so I was like, okay, we must be getting up to close to it.
Dude, I gotta go as well. Yeah.
All right, everybody, thanks for sticking with us for so long. Hope you enjoyed. You can find us on all your traditional social media platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. SlantedAttic.com, out now. Go check it out. Bunch of information on there. William will be on the website when this podcast airs. So if you want to know more info about him that you haven't already heard, check that out. And yeah, every Monday or every other Monday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch us at the Slanted Attic Experience. Thanks for listening, everybody. William, appreciate you coming over.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Thank you for having me.
All right, hit it.